All right, and we're live again on Twitch. I'm back with my boy Sonny Jim, who should be joining the game momentarily. We're back for another 7 Days to Die stream, and I just wanted to first of all say thanks to everyone who's left comments and all the nice feedback. The last stream went really well, actually. Even better than the previous series we did. So we must be doing something right, Sonny. People are enjoying it, and also all of the stuff we managed to do was great footage for a tutorial I'm working on. So we're going to have a beginner's guide to this game, which should feature some footage from today and from our previous stream. So stay tuned, guys. I know that there's a lot of people joined the channel who are newer players, and a lot of them were saying, it'd be good to get some tips and tricks. So that is coming. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned. Today we are going to I want to go and see if we can get a gun for you today. Do some quests. I've got this 9mm pistol, but I think getting you a shotgun's going to definitely help our chances for the first horde.
Yeah.
The good... Oh, shit. Some zombies.
Yeah, I had to turn on the fire. I was freezing for some reason.
Oh, no, that was my fault. I was running around like an idiot, so let's just stay chilled. First things first, I want to do a bit of housekeeping. I want to do a bit of housekeeping. Let's turn that off. Sorry, guys. I was just checking the chat. The last stream I did, there's some great feedback from people. I think one of the things we mentioned was the different... oh, shit. I'm sorry. I was swapping windows. I just wanted to mention, a few people did say we do have some different playstyles. So what we're going to do after this horde, for the next stream, Sonny is in charge. I'm going to do whatever it is that you want for the next stream. I'd like to get past the horde before we do. So day 8, you're in charge, Sonny. I will follow your lead.
Big pressure.
Well, you're always following me around, and it's only fair that that you have an opportunity to do some leadership. And you're quite a skilled survivor now. You've spread your wings. You've become more than proficient at the game. So next stream, you're in charge. I'm gonna do whatever your leadership recommends. So have a think about what you want to do, and we'll figure out our approach closer to the day. I grew some goldenrod, so we might, just in case someone gets sick, I might just put some of that in the fire, in case you get crook. Got some more water growing. More water cooking. So, yeah, have a think about what you want to do, Sonny. I know that your playstyle is quite different to mine, so you may have some ideas. And, yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be interesting to see how you play the game a bit differently to me. Who knows, I might pick up some good information. It'll be an interesting experience, I think.
Well, the big thing for me was I never really did too much with the questing from the traders. And then ever since I've been sort of playing with you, I know, you've been pretty big on doing the questing. So in my solo games, I've sort of been doing the same. I've worked my way up to tier 4. Yeah, so I think the questing works a lot better now than maybe what it did when it first was introduced. So that's probably why I kind of stopped doing it, from recollection anyway. When they first brought in stuff, like same with the buried treasure and things like that, I think they've made it a lot better now. Yeah, so I've actually been trying a few more things that you've been doing.
Well, the thing about questing is that once you get to level 4, and above. The level 5 quests, you get, you can get things like elite weapons, power tools, like the really, really good stuff, and the loot you'll find is fantastic. The problem is when you go and do one of those like end game quests, you better go armed to the teeth, because I went in there. I had SMG, a crossbow, like really what I thought was quite heavily armed, and there was quite a few of the quests I did where I barely squeaked through. Eventually, we'll be doing those quests, and that's kind of I think that's going to be the most exciting, us doing the end game quests. But we're going to have to work our way up there. A rusty pistol and a blunderbuss is definitely not going to cut it if we're going to be breaking into a military base. Oh, I might just turn it off for now.
Do you know what level you got up to when you reached tier 4 in the questing? Do you know roughly what level you've attained?
I was very high level. I was probably like I had most of the end game stuff by then.
That's the thing. Once you get up to sort of your sort of 40s, I think you start seeing the more you start seeing like the radiated mobs. You'll see them even in the quests, like for the buildings. Clear out a building and there'll be radiated mobs in there. So.
Well, when you get to that point, it's funny because you know how you kind of hide during the day or the night when the zombies sprint. Oh Jesus, where'd you come from, you bastard? A zombie in here. You broke through the adjacent building. We need to remove that staircase. Idiot.
Just as you said that, I just had this momentary thing, we'll need a sledgehammer for that, but then I realised that's Project Zomboid.
Need to knock the wall out. I'll just kill this guy and then we'll head on our way. I don't want to leave him in the house because he's going to smash all that stuff.
I really think stunning is a big part of the 7 days skill set. Like you can survive most things if you can stun the zombies. Whether it's with the stun batons or, using the skills from the
electric fence. Yeah, those electric fences are fantastic. We've got a quest over here. You want to go and see if we can do that, because I think that's we need some guns. We absolutely need some guns. Share that quest
with me, mate.
Oh, sorry, I thought it did. Actually, we need to party up, don't we?
Oh yeah, that's right. Party on, dude.
Party time. All right, let me share this quest. I saw that there's a new Bill and Ted movie.
Yeah, there was. I watched it. I don't know why. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I was sort of cringing a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe I just
it's been a long. I was kind of the same thing. I didn't know whether it would be the same sort of magic, because it's hard. When I watched the original Bill and Ted, I was like 12 years old. Yeah. And it's been a very long time, and a lot of the humor for a 12-year-old was quite funny, but when you go back and watch a lot of those movies, like Austin Powers, if you ever watched Austin Powers, I thought that movie was as a kid, I was crapping my pants with laughter. I thought it was the funniest movie ever, and I went back and watched it. And look, I'm not a humor puritan. I'll laugh at dick jokes with everyone else, but I just watched it a second time. I'm just like, it's not that funny. Maybe it's just me, and I'm like, oh man, I'm a bit of a buzzkill. But I watched it again, and I'm like, you change.
It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, I go back, like, I basically grew up in the 80s, and so most of my best memories of things are stuff from the 80s, and I suppose early 90s and stuff. So things like even Weekend at Bernie's, right? I remember when that first came out, and that was pretty hilarious in my memory. But go back and watch them. I mean, but I don't know. It's a weird thing because there's things that are classics that to this day I can watch, no problem. There's no difference really. It's just that you can see them through more mature eyes. But for a lot of stuff, you can't watch them. You sort of cringe, I guess.
It's hard because you as you get older, your sense of humour changes so much, and your taste in movies changes as well. The irony is, a lot of the stuff that my dad used to watch that I used to think was really lame and boring, I've started to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
He was actually the one that was into turn-based strategy games. So he played the original XCOM. And I remember when XCOM came out, and the irony is that I play turn-based strategy myself now, but when XCOM came out, I'm like, oh man, this is all this, percentages and numbers and shit, I just want to blow things up. This is boring. Who'd want to play this? And then later on, now, not only do I play turn-based strategy games, but they're actually one of the most popular things that people watch. I think a lot of people, the demographic is a similar age to me too. You got people kind of, between late 20s, early 30s kind of age. At least from what I've seen. I'm just going to see if I can plink this rabbit while I'm waiting for you. But yeah, it's interesting how people's tastes in media changes as you grow older. A lot of the stuff that I had no interest in earlier on in life, I've really started to enjoy. I 80s movies. My dad was really big into 80s movies, and I never kind of. I wouldn't say I didn't understand. I like Commando and all those kind of the movies that if they were made today, people would find them too offensive or problematic. I think that's the new word, problematic. But a lot of I kind of miss that stuff now. Remember movies like Death Wish and Charles Bronson. Remember Death Wish?
Oh yeah,
oh,
my mum and dad used to watch stuff with Charles Bronson and all those ones.
My dad used to love Charles Bronson, and I never understood his fixation.
Sorry, go on.
No, that's Chuck Norris, man.
Chuck Norris was about to say all missing in action movies.
Oh, I love Chuck.
Terrible, but I mean, I love Chuck.
They were brilliant. Even as a kid, remember that one? He's in the POW camp. Where's the bloody rabbit?
He was always in some POW.
He's in a POW camp, and they got this. This is one thing I remember in the movie because here we go. I found it. They get this. They're torturing all the American soldiers, and they're trying to play it up because they want the audience to get really engaged in the movie, and they hate these VC and. Anyway, the Viet Cong commander, he's like, we're gonna scare you. We're gonna get information out of you, and he gets his big ass rat, and he gets this rat and he puts it in a bag, and they've been starving the rat, and they put it on one of the American soldiers' head, and he starts screaming. The rat's eating his head, and he's like, ah! And then they take the bag off, and his face is all eaten, and they do it to Chuck Norris. And they put it on his head, and there's all this blood in the bag. And they take the bag off, and the rat's just dead in his mouth. He's just eating it. I don't know I think I've mentioned this before, but it's one of those. I just remember that. That's the one thing I remember from the movie. And back. Remember, he had a rocket powered bike that had jet engines on it, and it was so crazy that. Yeah, they just don't make movies like that anymore.
Well, they sort of do, but yeah, not. It feels like that's the trick of it. Is it feels like it's not the same, and I think that's just part of how you change in your mind as you get older. I think it works like movies work like music. Often with songs, just like with movies, you can remember when you generally you can remember when you first watched it. You might not necessarily remember exactly how old you were, but you'll remember sort of the time in your life, and you'll remember maybe who you watched it with or what you were doing. That's what I kind of remember at times from the old stuff. So I might not watch a lot of the old stuff.
I think this is nostalgia. Or when I was a kid, my dad worked for I don't want to dox myself, but he basically worked for a company that did a lot of film stuff. So he would I don't want to get in trouble, but he would acquire copies of movies before they came out. This is long before BitTorrent. This is like OG piracy. But I remember it because we'd watch these movies, and while my mum was on night shift, we'd stay up and we'd watch stuff like Terminator and RoboCop. I remember watching RoboCop. for the first time and stuff like that. Like stuff that little 12-year-old me was definitely not allowed to watch, and stuff that he probably would have got him in a lot of trouble if my mum found out. But that was my introduction to action movies. I got really into them. I loved all those, those 80s ultra macho action movies, even though some of them were pretty cheesy. I just remember a lot of the Arnie movies. Like, remember Conan the Barbarian? That was sick.
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie. Like back when Arnie, he was jacked, man. He was at the top of his game. I mean, he's still jacked, even now. But I mean, he was big as shit. And he made the action movies like Terminator, Predator. What else? I'm trying to think of all the action movies he made. He made some brilliant ones. Commando. I mean, Commando's his best movie, and if anyone who disagrees with me can go straight to hell. But Commando, and I guess to a lesser degree, Kindergarten Cop. I wasn't really a fan of those movies, but
I love Kindergarten Cop myself. I thought it was great.
It wasn't terrible. I think it just didn't. It because it was such a departure from his earlier movies at the time. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was more of a I mean, I actually thought it was it's not. What was he saying?
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. No, but there was also that thing. I love my favourite line in the whole movie was, "Okay, now we're going to play this game where you tell me who is your daddy and what does he do." And the way he says it with his accent. Used to crack me up.
I remember, I mean, his best lines are in Commando. There's a reason why it's my favourite movie. I don't know if you've seen Commando, but remember...
I did, but I can't remember much of it these days. Yeah.
He's got this guy and he's got him by his leg, and he's telling him, he's trying to interrogate him, and he's like, do you remember when I told you that, I'd kill you last? And he's like, yeah, you did. And he's like, I lied. And it just like drops him off the cliff. And he just like falls down and splats. And the woman's like, oh, what happened to him? He's like, I let him go. The way he said it was just so deadpan. It's just brilliant. I love that movie. I mean, if you have not seen Commando, if you get nothing from this stream other than go and watch Commando, It's brilliant.
I did watch it. I think the one that I didn't really relate too much was Conan when he did that movie Conan the Barbarian.
It was a very dark movie though. But I've read the comics, so I was a massive fan of Robert E. Howard's Savage Sword of Conan comics. So
sounds like far more into it than I ever was. I certainly didn't read any comics on it. So.
I'm a big comic nerd. I loved.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you've gotten all of my bad habits. I've gotten you hooked on anime.
You haven't got me hooked on it, but I've certainly watched it. I can see why you like it, and there's certainly some great stuff in there, even for someone that doesn't appreciate all of the ins and outs of it.
Oh shit! Son of a bitch! Like literally, as I got up the ladder, he jumped on me. Sorry, mate. Clearly, I haven't worked hard enough. I need to recommend some more anime for you. No,
it's definitely good stuff. It's.
I know my man Russell's into it. Every time I make an anime reference, he picks it up. Like he gets it every single time. I'm quietly impressed at his anime knowledge. He's a secret weeb. He keeps it hidden better than me.
I don't even know what a weeb is. That's
that's someone who's an anime addict, basically. An otaku is probably the better term, but yeah, I got into anime because my dad we had some friends who were from Korea, and I went over to their house once, and one of them was watching. I can't remember what it was. It was some anime. I was like Ninja Scroll or one of those old school ultra violent anime, and he was watching it, and there was like people's heads exploding, and it was just like little 10-year-old me, it was like, oh my god, what is this? I must see more. It was, I was hooked on it. It was, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I need more of this. But it was a brilliant anime. It might have been Space Adventure Cobra or like I'm talking like a really 80s sort of anime, super violent, and it was just I was hooked. Basically, I tended to gravitate towards the more bloodthirsty, violent stuff. Although I've started to look at more slice of life stuff. I've mellowed in my old age.
You've mellowed.
I sound like a 50-year-old dude. I mean, like I'm less inclined to be selective. I'm going to start this quest. You ready?
Let's go.
But yeah, my tastes have changed. I've started to look at more. Do you want a poncho, by the way? Do you have one?
I've got one. Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay. Let's kill these guys and I'll give it to you. Oh, look at all this stuff. If we can find the seeds to this, we're laughing. We can plant all these. Here you go. Have this poncho, mate. Put that on. It'll keep you cool.
By the way, I'm going to have to, if you get any more padded armor that you don't need, hand it down to me because I'm finding the stamina cost from this scrap armor is just killing me. It's killing me, mate. I can barely swing for very long.
I might have some spare back at base, actually. I didn't throw out my old armor.
I remember it because it's just constantly struggling. I mean, I can never keep up with it.
That's why I don't use it. I find that it's best to be more mobile. Some people, like later in the game, when you get better guns and stuff, watch out behind you, mate. Oh, nice hit. There's one for thumbnail. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, no, it's fine. I find that leather armor is generally what I gravitate to in the late game because it slows you down a little bit, but it's not as bad. For me, it's more the noise penalty. You're running around and you sound like a brass band. You can't sneak anywhere. And when you're an archer like me, you need to have a bit of stealth. And heavy armor doesn't suit someone who's an archer. So yeah, no, padded armor. I'm on the lookout for the leather armor. If I find I find the recipe for it. We're hammering this. We might get another quest done. At this rate. But yeah, no, I remember all those old movies. I have fond memories of it. I wish sometimes I wish I could go back. You know how you go back and you watch a movie for the first time, and then that experience where you're like viewing something that you've never seen before. Unfortunately, you can't do that.
You can't. Yeah, you only get that experience once.
But yeah, no, I'll definitely have to. For some reason, I know that I'm not a movie channel. I don't think I never studied cinema, and I don't think it'd probably be. It probably wouldn't be my area of expertise, but I always end up talking about whatever movie or something I'm watching at the moment. But well, it's good because often a lot of the recommendations I get from viewers too. Like I think it was Russ that suggested Rise of the Shield Hero, and then I was like, oh, what's all this about? And then I heard all the controversy and people saying it's terrible, and that's when I got interested because generally, when the mainstream media or when entertainment media say something's terrible, that's generally when I'll pay attention because my view list is usually completely made up of stuff that they say is crap. They're really good at recommending stuff.
Yeah, it's terrible now. It's terrible the stuff that this woke stuff. It's ruined a lot of shows and movies simply because anyway, stuff we've probably spoken about at length before. But it's just the problem is it just ends up inserting all this stuff that makes no sense for the show that it's in, but it's because the producers want it to be in there or sometimes the directors, and so they just stick it in there anyway, and then it just sort of kicks you out of the immersion in the.
There's some padded shoes if you want some padded shoes in there as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% right. I think that's kind of why
they never used to do that. They never. I mean, there's always been stuff that's been politically charged and maybe a little bit, changed around a bit, even in Western countries for Western government preferences, but nothing like what they do now.
Oh, you want a sledge?
Well, I need to solve the stamina problem first, and then I'll definitely have a go at a sledge, mate. Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Anyway. Might want to. It's a level 2.
Thanks. All right.
If you don't need it, just scrap it for the stone. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah, no, you're right. I and again, I've talked about this stuff in the past, and it's not something people like, but I've always been of the opinion that if people like something and they enjoy something, and it's not like. I wouldn't even say offensive, because offensive is such a loaded term now. Because everything's offensive, everything's bad, and when everything's bad, nothing's bad. So, but that's how do you tell? I wouldn't want to be a comedian nowadays. You'd be too scared of what someone's going to get upset by something you say, or even video games. Like there's so many video games now that they're saying you can't. And even if it's not about the game, I mean, look at the mess that the Last of Us 2 caused. Because anyone who said that game was bad, they had a laundry list of stuff that you're a istophobe and you hate these group of people. I'm just like, if a game's bad, if something's bad, it's just bad. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that you hate this or that.
I personally think most people thought it was bad. It's just in the current climate, most people don't want to publicly say it.
I think 33 awards. What bullshit that was.
It was a weird game, but look, I've probably said this before, I'm happy to see developers try new things. Nothing wrong with that at all. Try new stuff. You don't have to make all the same stuff that's been made before. And I wasn't, but yeah, what they did with number 2 and the way they just really pushed that sort of.
We need a supply, so there must be upstairs.
Yeah, it's just not.
Yeah, no, look, it's not for me.
But that's how it is, and there's a growing element of people that want to see that stuff. Perhaps it's just count me out.
Yeah, I don't mind. If people don't like that, it's just when people start insulting anyone who doesn't. Goes, it's not for me.
Since you bring up that game, I think the way that first game resonated with so many was because it was really about a story about almost a father and a daughter. That's really what it was about. I mean, it opened with the father, and his daughter and the relationship they had and losing his daughter and then developing that.
It felt like they're just taking a dump. They were taking a dump on the game.
And that's why it was loved. And the second one didn't have that magic. It was all about different. It was of course, it had to move on. It couldn't tell the same story. It had to show what happens.
All right, you ready to have
later?
That?
Yeah. I didn't feel like.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
No,
yeah, no, you're right. And look, I understand certain stuff you can go, look, it's not for me. It doesn't resonate with me. Oh, did you get the thing?
I failed again. I forgot I've got to get it as well.
Don't worry. Shit. Right. Sorry, mate. I assumed you already had. Sorry. On the upside,
either, mate. So I can't keep up with you.
Oh, do you need food?
And I've got no space to unequip my armor, so I can run. Sorry, it's just a disaster. This. I should never have taken this armor.
What are you carrying?
Just the stuff we picked up. I can't really drop anything. I've already cleared.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of tree things there. Doesn't matter.
That's
all right. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I understand that stuff. Things aren't for everybody, and some people may say, "Look, this wasn't for me." Here's some food, by the way. I brought some meat.
Thank you, sir.
Smash that down. But yeah, I hate it when people try and shame everybody else into liking something. And the worst part is there's a lot of little developers that get games, and then as soon as the game comes out, everybody just jumps on it and says, it's not, this game isn't right, it's problematic because of X, Y, Z. And then the poor developer, they've got no hope. It's And it's gotten really, really bad because the developers of Ghost of Tsushima, I think they handled it really well. They didn't really say anything, but I don't know if you saw the Game Awards, but they had the Game Awards, and it was so you could tell it was. I don't want to say that Naughty Dog paid for the awards, but I find it extremely odd that a game that was like universally panned by everybody picked up 30 awards. And then when they did the Player's Choice Award, the game came last. I mean, probably, I find it suspect. I'm not saying that they did, but I mean that to me is kind of that screams out something's off.
Well, it says it's the judges that decided the award, not the public.
well, the game's journalists decided the award.
Bit embarrassing though, isn't it, to have a result like that? Quite embarrassing.
Well, and it was really, and the worst part was the backpedaling, and everyone was to blame except them. It was bad, and I gave a pretty milquetoast response, just saying, look, it's not for me. And the amount of venom from people, it was like I'd killed a member of their family. It was so disproportionate to my opinion. I couldn't. I'm like, how the hell do you get this angry at, really kind of innocent sort of? Oh, look, not really my thing. I'm not really. I didn't really like it. I don't care if you did. There were some of my friends that disagreed with me. And their reasons for liking it were actually reasonable. Like, they were like, I think that the direction of the story was good. I think that it was challenging people's their concept of good and bad. And if you liked it for that reason, more power to you. I don't have a problem with that. Look, I'm still not going to change my opinion of it, but people are more than welcome to.
That's been the essence of storytelling in cinema and games for probably decades now. It's the whole idea of what you just alluded to, the grey. Things aren't black and white. Let's explore the stuff all in between that you can't say is exactly black or exactly white. That's we've had that for so many years now. And it's just simple. I think that's part of what's got us where we're. I don't know. It's a funny thing. It's like I used to always think that was the best way to do stuff, was to do that sort of focus on the grey.
Some of my favourite stories have been like that. Like I
think it's contributed, don't you? I think it's contributed a bit to this whole thing now of, well, there is no right or wrong. It's just all grey now. Everyone's, got their own opinion, and so there is no one can say they're right. I like
morally grey when it's done right. Like
we need to have those sort of clear lines, though, in life.
I meant in my storytelling. I didn't mean real life. But no, I'm definitely, definitely.
I say it as in, shows that we watch in real life.
I guess, it's one of those things though, because if you have, I've always liked shows that are morally grey, and the reason why I have is because I find that shows that aren't morally grey, that are very kind of good and evil, a lot of them become very formulaic. So when you have shows where, is this person good? Are they bad? Death Note is a classic example. I've recommended this anime. I've mentioned it so many times. One of the reasons why I wanted you to watch it, now I know you haven't yet, is I had a really good discussion with one of my friends of whether the main character of the show is good or evil. And when I mean good or evil, obviously towards the end he goes off the deep end and becomes quite evil. But in his initial plan, to some people, including me, I'll admit it, I thought he had the right idea. In the grand scheme of things, what he was doing was far less morally wrong than not doing something. Whereas one of my friends actually was violently against this. No, he's cut down the middle. What he's doing is wrong. It's not right. It's never right. And we never agreed on it. We probably never will. But it was a very interesting discussion. I thought it was quite interesting because the two of us, he had some very good arguments for it too.
Okay.
But no, you should watch it. It's a very good show. It's one of those interesting shows where you sit down, you watch it, and you get to the end, and you're like, I really don't know who I was rooting for. I was absolutely yes, do it, must be done. Cleanse the heretics, very Warhammer-esque sort of approach. And then once I did it, once I'd maybe just make a drop chest in here, mate. We'll dump all the stuff we don't need. I'm just gonna do that here. We'll see if we can get another quest done today. I want to get you a gun. I found you a mod for the gun.
Okay.
But I haven't found you a gun as yet. And we've got... Damn it, I need the recipes for the seeds. I've got the food, but I can't make them into seeds yet. But it was... Here you go, I'll make you a drop chest, mate. Just chuck it here. Oh, that's full, mate. Here you go. There's another one next to you.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Locked.
There you go. So we just dump the stuff here, and if we can get a gun, then our chances of survival will be pretty good. I reckon we'll make the first. The first horde's pretty weak, but it would be good to get our hands on some guns. I'm walking around with a 9mm pistol, and you got a black powder bloody musket, old school.
I always forget to use the bloody thing.
But yeah, no, I like morally grey, but I think that's from a storytelling perspective because it makes things interesting. When you don't know who good or bad is, I don't know. Some people, I understand your argument for it too. It's a very interesting discussion to have.
I don't know. I love watching stuff. I love the grey stuff. I think that some of the best stories have come out of it. I'm just saying, when you compare, that to how movies and shows were made sort of 50 years ago, they didn't have all that. They usually didn't have all that stuff. And I'd agree. A lot of it, you'd probably look back on it and say, yeah, I probably couldn't watch that now. But
I can't thank you enough.
I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like watching something with Jimmy Stewart in it or something like that. Most people would probably be bored stiff with it now.
There you go. I just shared another quest with you. It's only a few 100 meters away. We can smash that out before nightfall.
I suppose where it all comes from, end of the day, is that I think we're starved for really good quality.
For good TV shows, yeah.
Entertainment. Yeah, most of it now is just, it's just
it's rubbish. I'm starved for good comic book entertainment. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm just not happy with the comic book industry in the state that's in. I'm not happy with Marvel Studios. And as a result, I'm nearly entirely watching anime and manga now. I've lost interest in the. I just thought I'd see if this Workbench is stuffed, and it is, unfortunately. Both of them are stuffed. But I'm over the comic book industry. I think at the moment they're played out, and I hope things return to normal. But I was a big fan of Star Wars, and they kind of messed that up with the new movies. I thought the Mandalorian would redeem things. And I don't think the Mandalorian's crap per se, but after they got rid of a certain person off the show, who you know who I'm talking about, Sonny, but you can't even mention her now. It's ridiculous. Oh. There's rumours they're bringing her back too. I hope that's correct because she got done dirty.
All right, got to remember this one to.
Yeah, grab the supplies. I'll remind you. Grab the other stack and we'll just smash all this stuff up. But yeah, it's hard because I was a big fan of comic books. I grew up with Marvel Comics and the classic comic books, and just seeing it kind of go all to pot now has been really hard. I got a bit of hope from the MCU movies, and they weren't terrible. But I just don't think it's enough by itself. I hope they come good, but I just don't think they can at this point. I don't think there's any coming back for them. And when you think I was watching an article the other day, and they were saying that the sales of the most popular current manga, one called Demon Slayer, which I haven't watched yet, but I will. The manga sales of that one anime exceeds all of Marvel's comic book sales combined. One anime series.
Wow.
That is terrible. How is it that bad? One series has exceeded all of Marvel's comic book sales combined. And I honestly think manga's just going to keep going. It's going to keep getting more popular. You're going to end up with they're going to end up taking over the comic book industry entirely. And at this stage, it's probably a good thing. As much as I hate to say it, as a former comic book fan.
I'm out of stamina again. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got a few pieces of meat left. I might do some more hunting tomorrow, but I won't leave you alone for the horde. I'll probably just do an hour or two, just get enough to get us through the day. I think we got a little bit of leftover food, so I didn't cook all of it, but I cooked most of it, so we probably will need to get some more. What we got incoming? They're coming down to you.
They're not. They're going back out another way.
Okay.
Why is that?
I saw him walking around.
Yeah, they just ran. They're going off their path on somewhere else. Maybe they banged down a door somewhere.
I noticed the display's a little pixelated. I needed to look at that. I put down my graphical settings to make things a bit smoother, but
Okay.
it's kind of dropping in and out. I think it's just my internet being funny.
Might be Twitch.
Well, it comes through okay on YouTube, which, I mean, to be honest, I mean, that's one of the things I was going to tell you too about. It's pretty much a ghost town at the moment on Twitch, which I'm going to see how we go. I'll give it another couple of months, but I think I'm going to pack things up on here. I'm spending all this time to re-encode stuff for YouTube, and you know, if it's a ghost town here, I'm just better off just recording on YouTube directly. I don't like being beholden to one platform, but it's just, you know, it is what it is. I don't have an audience on here, and you know, that's fine. It's, you know, it is. The thing is, I do have an audience on the other platforms. People really like these videos. I just don't think that whether it's the algorithm, whether it's just that I'm not big enough on Twitch, or I'm not growing fast enough. Nobody turns up. But whenever I put any of these replays on YouTube, I get a lot of people comment and a lot of people like it. Yeah,
I thought you were saying a few people are actually watching the VOD, you know, afterwards on Twitch.
A couple of people do. I generally get about maybe
an occasional thing.
20 people, maybe. I think 20 people watched the last one, so it's not nobody's watching, but it's definitely pretty low. And I haven't seen anything to convince me that it's. I'll give it a bit longer because I know that when we remember when we started off. And for a while, there was just, like, even on YouTube, there was just nothing. And for some reason, after about 3 months, things just started turning around. So we'll give it a bit longer because I don't want to pull the pin unless I'm sure. But we'll see how we go. Like I said, I'm not really too worried if nobody watches. I really enjoy playing these games, and I've been having a lot of fun playing together with you. And look, at the very least, if all we're doing is getting a bit of footage so I can do the tutorials, which people do watch. I mean, I needed to do it anyway. We might as well have fun doing it. So I'm not too worried.
Yeah, whatever works for you, mate. Like, you know, I'm easy either way.
I think I've said this many times before.
Doesn't really affect me. So
if at the end of the day, this was a complete wash, and you know, I packed it up, we'd still play. We'd just do it offline. You know, wouldn't worry about recording it. We'd still play multiplayer games. It's just a bonus of people watching, really, which makes me happy.
Yeah, I saw you put up the recordings there for Hellpoint, and
yeah, that went really well.
A while ago. Yeah,
I was thinking that maybe I wouldn't bother, but a lot of people actually did watch it, more than what I thought. Not as many as my other videos. I realise it's a bit of a niche, but it turned out quite well. I was happy with that. I'm hopefully at some point going to do another stream for Hellpoint.
Oh, nice.
But probably not for a little while, because I want to try and concentrate on some tutorials. I haven't put any out in a while.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I will at some point in the future. I'd like to do it before I start going back into the office full time, because I probably will struggle with time after that. But we'll see how we go. I've got some other games that I'd like to try out too, which I think would make a good stream. And yeah, I guess it just comes down to time. Unfortunately, there's only so many hours in the day, and I really would like to. I'd like to do more gaming. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that it would be my channel would grow faster if I did more streams and more videos, and my Twitch channel is suffering because I'm only doing one stream a week. And you might be right, but at the moment, even doing one stream, look, I don't know. I guess everybody has their own approach. I'm finding one stream is probably my limit. Trying to do more than one is a bit hard. Well, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I'm not saying, look, I'm not running a AAA channel or anything. I know my editing skills are probably not the best, but
I wouldn't be trying to be too hard on yourself there. I think it's just simply a case of you're trying to find a way to justify yourself to people that maybe don't understand the time that's required, and trying to juggle that along with raising a family and, looking after that family and providing for that family. There's only so much time you have left. People that often make those comments or think that way, they don't have those responsibilities.
Well, I think a lot of streamers are younger and they don't have any of that. Like what you said, I would like to, but I've got to juggle. There's only so much, and I've got a day job that I've got to do. YouTube is not profitable for like 99% of people, so including me. I don't share any illusions, but it's a nice hobby. And occasionally I get to play new games, and I'm happy with that. And occasionally people come along and leave a nice message, and look, that's really all I want at the moment. So let's hit the basement next, because that's where all the good shit will be. I'm just fingers crossed we can get you some pew, some daka before the Oh yes, here we go. Corn on the cob. Nice. I can cook some corn.
Corn on the cob, mate. Well, virtual corn on the cob.
Yeah, man, I could go for some corn on here.
My missus makes nice corn on the cob, that's for sure. She always has a knack for spotting the really good stuff at the supermarket.
Oh yeah, your missus is a bit of a foodie, from what I've heard. She's she can definitely cook better than me, but I wouldn't want to insult her because I can't cook. So.
Comes with its own curse, though. She doesn't like to eat the same thing very much for very, whereas me, I'm easy, I suppose when I was a bachelor I could easily survive on Vegemite sandwiches and steamed dim sims, so I'm probably
that was a staple of my uni days. But ramen, it's instant noodles. I mean, because I can't cook, I didn't really have much of a choice. So it's like, well, I guess that's what I'm going to be eating. It's I've gotten better. We went on a cruise it was about 5 years ago, and everybody. I think I've told you this story before, so stop me if I have. But everybody got really, really sick, like super crook. And basically, what happened was all of the stuff that was being offered on the cruise was free because there was nobody to take it. So they had this class called Cooking for Retards, or something along those lines. And the guy's like, come on, you need to learn how to cook. And I'm like, mate, you can't teach me. I couldn't cook. I'd burn a piece of toast. I'd burn water. That's how bad I am at cooking. But, it convinced me to come along to this class. And it was actually really good. I actually learnt, because it was targeted at someone with a complete inability to cook like myself. It turned out being really good. I learnt a fair bit.
So you must have been proud.
I was proud because now I can cook the most basic of things without killing anyone. So I can cook to the degree that if I made you something, you wouldn't curl up into a ball and die. Which it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have an inability to cook like me, that's a big thing.
I'm sure it wasn't that bad.
I made it through uni. I mean, that's not saying much, but I made it through. What level is your stone axe? I found level 5.
Oh yeah, I'll take it if you don't need it.
Yeah, I've got one already. More blunderbusses. Just blunderbusses and ammo. But have you got leg armor?
Yeah, scrap. I don't want scrap though. I want padded.
Actually, that was padded, but I don't have it. Sorry.
No, you're right.
I'll
you go for it.
Oh, nice! I found some stuff for the bow. Let's put that on. There we go. Got some nice mods. Just gonna scrap some of this stuff. There we go. I really didn't get a lot from that.
No.
Oh, look! It's nearly 9 o'clock, and we're bloody. We'd better ninja this, man, because it's going to be 10 o'clock. I'm going to hit this. We just grab the supplies and dip.
All right.
Let's head up to the upstairs area, and then we'll grab what we need. We got to grab the supplies and get out of here as quick as we can before nightfall. They're up here. It's okay. It'll be an easy score. I see him here. They're just here, man.
Yeah, I'm just making sure they don't come up behind us.
No, you're right, man. Just when you're ready, grab the supplies. Don't forget them. Let's just grab what we can. We're only 200 meters away, so.
My supplies are in a different spot.
Oh,
I've got to go downstairs.
All right, let's do it real quick. Let's get this done.
Hang on, I can probably do it. Hang on.
I'll come with you. I don't need to die.
Oh, there we go. Don't have to really do anything. There we go. Got him.
Yeah, I'd like to do the downstairs area again, but we'll end up being stuck outside at night. Let's dip where we can. Let's get back to the trader.
Did the wrong one. Oh, can we jump up there?
You okay?
Yep.
I'd like to do this, but unfortunately we've run out of time. Have you got everything you
need?
Where
was that? Did you pick up that purple axe?
Yeah, I've got it. The stone axe.
Good. As long as you got it. Yep.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll let's dip and I'll give it to you when we get back because we're going to run out of time. Get to the trader. We'll get some padded armor for you as well. I keep forgetting that. I'll have a look at home. I generally, if I've got the room, I won't throw armor out. I like to keep some spare stuff in case I die.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know you're on the lookout for it. I'm a bit hungry too. We're gonna have to do a bit of hunting tomorrow. Well, I'll have to do a bit of hunting. And I'll see how much food we got at home. Smash down some more. We'll find some more eggs. We need eggs. I wanted to make more bacon and eggs, but I don't have any eggs left. We should be able to make it just in time to turn the quest in. Big day tomorrow. We got the horde. I think we'll be okay. We got a pretty good set of stuff. We'll probably need a bit of wood. But we have been planting trees in the area, and I can see most of them are grown, so we'll strip mine all those. And I'll go through and inventory our food. Maybe if we spend a bit of money on food, that might. Made my day. Let me go here. Ooh, yeah, bipod. What jobs you got? Buried supplies, clear zombies.
I could really use. I can't thank you enough, friend.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can spend a bit of money on food. I wonder what he's got.
Make yourself at home.
If you see any recipes for seeds, let me know, because I've got the food, I just need to convert it to seeds and we can start growing food. Damn it, he's got nothing but rubbish. There's a gyrocopter if you've got a lazy 100,000 dukes.
100,000?
Yeah, that's crack prices. Not that I know. I'm assuming.
Yeah, one thing that disappointed me a bit was, the 4x4, the 4-wheel drive that you can buy or make. I ended up buying one, 60,000. It's slower than the bloody bike.
Yeah, I never really understood.
Crawling along, I get it. Like, okay, it's got this big inventory, but I mean, you just go so bloody slow. And I remember that all the vehicles used to be faster, so they've slowed them down. But I can't find any perk or any. I mean, there's no mods yet that you can find or make to go in there to do anything to the vehicles. But I don't know if there's any perks or anything. I haven't seen anything, so there doesn't seem any way to actually improve your speed. I might be wrong.
Well, the mini bike's always been. I mean, I've always just used the mini bike. The motorcycle definitely has a nice increase in speed. So later on, when you have the ability to make your fuel, I understand that people would want to do that. But to be honest, you really don't. It's not like you absolutely need the bike. Just gathering a bit of wood. I reckon our plan for tomorrow is I'll go start trying to round up some more food because we are burning through a fair bit of meat. I'll have a look. I think we've still got some in the storage, but I might do just a little bit of hunting in the morning because we just ate our way through another couple of stacks of meat today, or at least 1.5 stacks. I mean, hunting's not too bad. I can easily round up a fair bit of meat in short order. But I just don't want to leave you to have to cut down all the trees yourself. But we need. I like to have it have at least a couple of days of food on me. I don't like to, be constantly hungry all the time.
We've got 3 stacks of meat here.
Have we? Oh, that's right. We killed the giant pig. I forgot about that. Oh shit, never mind. Okay. Yeah, we did. Remember the giant-ass pig? We killed her.
Yeah, how can I forget?
Well, I obviously did. My bloody dementia kicked in.
You're not old enough for dementia. Stop trying.
Oh, I know. I'm way too young for dementia, but getting on then. I'm gonna need to get my false hip. Getting too old.
Yeah, stop trying to jump the queue. I'm in before you, mate. So.
All right. Well, let's maybe we'll start smashing out some food. Might what do we got here? Yeah. Oh no, we got eggs. We got a heap of eggs. Let's smash out some bacon and eggs. Oh, I can only make 4. I'll leave the corn because we've only got 12 of them. I'd rather keep them for seeds than break them down for. So yeah, we've got 2 stacks of meat. I mean, we're okay. I forgot about that. I'll cook 20 meat. That'll see us through. So, from memory, we just took over a prefab last time, and I think that's probably for the first horde. We don't need to build anything except maybe fortify it with some spikes and maybe take some ammo and goodies with us. But apart from that, how much wood have you got on you, I guess is the question.
I got 1,000. Not much. Need to
Oh,
make
that's
a lot
not too
more
bad.
than that. Oh, it's not much at all for spikes.
How many blunderbuss rounds have you got?
30.
Right, I'll make some. Ah, shit. Okay, no, I can't. Alright. I was going to make some more, but we don't have any gunpowder. I've got the paper and I've got the rocks, but I need gunpowder.
Yeah,
Put
not much. I got like
here.
4 tiny bit.
Yeah. Oh, no, here you go. There's 30 in here. Okay. Here,
Okay.
take this. I know it's not much, but take that.
Did you drop that axe somewhere?
Oh, yeah, here you go. Sorry, my bad.
Please, sir. Oh, you're
My
right.
brain's going a
Oh, I
mile
think
a
of
minute. There you go. There's the axe. That'll help you
Thank
cut
you.
down some trees faster.
Brilliant.
What level's your blunderbuss, by the way?
4.
Okay. It's okay.
I think you gave
Oh,
it
that's
to me
right, because
last-
I gave you the good one because I've got a pistol, so that's okay. I've got some ammo. I'm good. Okay. So, what I'll do. Arrows. How many? I've got. What I do have is 200 feathers. So I know you're not big on archery, but I think given we don't have much in the way of guns, it might be worth take these because I'll make more.
Alright.
You should have a nice supply. Actually, just take most of them. I'll just make more. There you go. I'm making more arrows now. Make sure you grab those so they don't disappear too. Alright, there we go.
Jeez.
So, yeah, sorry, I know it's not much, but
No, it's fine.
I think
I'm
for the
just trying to
first
clean
horde,
shit up.
we'll
Okay.
be fine. I need paper. I'll make some blunderbuss ammo. I can make 17. That's alright. 17 shots, that ought to do it. I have got blunderbuss ammo, so if you run low, we can you can take my blunderbuss ammo. I've got a pistol, so I'm not too worried about that. You know, stupid things is I've got 60 shells, but we've got no way of using them.
Oh.
There's a bone knife in there as well if you want it.
I'm just trying to clean up first, and then we'll have a look.
There's plenty of meat cooking there too, and there's some bacon and eggs. Oh, we got a horde. Oh no, they're not gone. They're not gone. I don't know why I was whispering then.
Yeah, it's just a natural response.
Be fairly quiet. I'm hunting zombies. Trying to do some ASMR. I don't have the right voice for it. My voice sounds like nails on a chalkboard. So
I wouldn't say that.
maybe not that bad.
No,
Some people
maybe
just
not.
have the right voice for it. Oh, here you go. I don't know if this will help, but this is the quest reward I got. Here, have them. Oh, wait, no, these explode. In the weapons chest, there are some Molotov cocktails. If I drop them on the ground, the bottles would shatter and we both get covered in flames. So make sure to grab some Molotovs.
Alright.
That'll be a big help. I've got a fair few bullets as well. So if things go south, there we go. So take some meat. I'll turn the fire back on again. There's some bacon and eggs in there. and some meat. So make sure we grab those. I will do a little bit of hunting, but not a lot. We'll go hunt. We'll find a building. We'll clear it, and then we'll spike it. And then if I've got a bit of time, I'll do a bit of hunting. There we go. We're reasonably well armed. Thinking we'll be all right. Now, what we should do, that's one thing I didn't think of. We need to make some candles. We won't be able to see. Where's the animal fat?
Hang on, I've got it.
Got some. Oh, here we go. Found some.
I got 50 fat here. Hang on.
Oh, okay. We only need
we've got stuff all over the place again. This must be you. This must be you, mate.
Is it me?
You're the messy one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all your fault. You're terrible.
Well, food and water's in the one on the left, and then you've got building supplies, just random crafting stuff in next to that. I said I was going to make you our quartermaster, so I'm gonna shut up and quietly slink away
You're right.
while you do everything correctly.
No, that's all right. So you don't want this book. What's this book? Yeah, that should be for you. Do 10% more damage against deer.
Oh, okay.
You've already got it. It's on the last chest. Yeah, anyway.
Oh, okay. Maybe I do. Let me check.
Do we need all these tools? Let me see if I can shove some. Yep.
Oh, we have our first crop.
Oh.
Pumpkins. Nothing special. Pumpkins, a bit of corn, and some aloe vera. The good news is that with aloe vera, we can make that into the cream. So, and I think I can make first aid bandages. Oh, no, I can't. That's a shame. The good thing is, though, that once this grows, though, we'll be able to make our own healing supplies. That's going to be super helpful. Are you making any candles? We need some candles.
I haven't got any of the fat.
Oh, that's okay. I can do it. I'm just going to turn this off now. We've got the fat. Okay. And we need some grass seeds. Some grass. I'm sure we had grass somewhere. I guess we
Maybe
don't.
I picked it up. Hang on. I'm still... Hang on. Still in the process here of... My bad. Alright. Some in the second chest there.
I just need some... there we go. The candles.
So much opening and closing. It's funny.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, all you can hear is chests opening and closing.
Doot.
Alright, there we go. I think that's settled things. Yeah, I think we're good. Make sure you eat up and get hydrated before we head out, because it'll be... I sound like your mother, but you know what I mean? Make sure you have a drink, dear. There we go. So there's food there, and I think we'll be okay. Put a fair dent in the food, though. But I think we've got a fair bit of meat left. I think we'll be okay for the short term. Again, if I had the recipe book to make seeds, I could easily start cranking out corn and make cornbread or hobo stew. The problem
hobo stew would definitely be better, but
yeah. I'm sure I had potatoes. I can't see the potatoes. Oh, they're downstairs. That's right. Well, let's not go downstairs. Never mind. Me hear zombies. That's okay. We'll just chill out up here. Look at all these growing plots that are going unused. I need to do something about this.
Yeah, I haven't come across any seeds, but then we're kind of running around with all the quests. We haven't.
Well, you find them in the quests too.
Yeah, I have done. Sure.
That's the best way to find them. So I'm just going to start. This is going to be I'm going to put windows on here because we need to have. The reason why I've been smashing open this house is because we need to. Actually, can I repair this? Just fix it. There we go. Easier than busting it down. Make some windows, just so we don't have. Oh, you really? Do I need glass? Oh, that's shit.
We've got glass, I think. Although broken glass.
It'll have to be wooden frames for now. That's okay. It's not going to look fancy or anything, but I mean, it is what it is. It's the best we can do. And we need to have access to open air, otherwise these won't grow properly. There we go, that'll do. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing pretty well this run. I was just thinking of the previous runs we've done, and just it just felt like the last time we were kind of floundering around at the start, and this time we've just been super organised. We've known what we had to do. Bang, bang, bang. It just felt like we're kind of more on point. And we made a few mistakes in the first episode, but we recovered pretty well, I think. In my opinion, I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's one of those games you can't beat it in a couple of sessions. You know, it takes some time to level up and find things. And
there's a zombie bouncing away. Oh no! I'm gonna do something about that. I might need some help. We've got some visitors. Don't want to use guns because they'll just make it worse. Oh, I turn around and see you with your bow at the ready. Nice job. Oh, there we go. She's dead.
All these, in every zombie game, you know, I always at some point have a think, always think about, imagine being the dudes that get the job of making those sounds, you know, doing all the zombie sounds, you know, all the look at the squishy stuff when you step in a blood puddle, you know, someone's got to take care of all that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We can just listen to it, but, you know, they've got to get like a recording studio set up and get all these people say, okay, guys, you've got to do this kind of, you know, do this kind of zombie scream or this.
Well, that's why so many people use stock sounds.
Yeah.
Like, remember the Wilhelm scream? You ever heard of that?
No.
Anyway, there's this particular type of scream that's used. It's in every single movie. I'll send it to you. As soon as you hear it, you're like, oh, that's in everything. But there's this one scream of this guy dying, and I can't remember. It's like from some old western. There's nothing particularly unique about it, but it's just used in everything. Like, they use it in every single movie, and it's for some reason, I don't know if the character was called Wilhelm but they just called it the Wilhelm scream. Oh, bloody hell.
Okay.
And it's in every single movie. Oh, there you go, nice. We got to bust that. I'm going to do that now. I may regret this later, but we've only got 20 minutes till daytime, and these pricks are going to keep coming, so...
Oh god, so much stuff in the dump chests.
Yeah. That was, it seemed like a good idea at the time. But we'll do the organisation thing later on, I think, because it's we've got about like 8 minutes to go time. I just took out the
we need to
staircase.
we need to quickly get all this stuff in the chest, mate, so we know what we've actually got. I
Okay,
never know
well,
what we've got.
fair
Let's
enough.
just get it done.
Yeah,
Won't
let's
take a sec.
get it done. We got the time. You're right. I just finished smashing this staircase, so we're okay. But yeah, you're right. And we fell prey to this last time, so I did put you in charge of all the inventory stuff. So
oh no, it's not about being in charge. Just so we're better informed about what we got.
I just meant clearly you doing a far better job of it than I. I'm just doing some repairs, just fixing the they busted a hole in the house. So go.
You thought I was thinking you're just bludgeon. Hang on.
Well, I'll just sit back. Sonny's got it. He doesn't.
Say, hey, I'm doing stuff.
I've got the stuff from the drop chest. So if you tell me what your storage pattern's like, I'll start.
Well, you just look in the boxes and you'll see the themes. That'll be enough. I mean,
okay.
I'm sticking all the mods and things in the last chest. Okay. There's one that's got all the stones and cement.
Oh, I didn't realise I've got a heap of yucca seeds. Oh, look, we can grow them. I didn't know that. Why didn't I do that? You idiot.
You idiot.
Well, I mean, it's not the best food, but it's free food. Sorry?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I was joking, by the way. I just like saying it.
Ah, it's all good.
it's like when you were playing Hellpoint, and you're going crazy there with all the expletives,
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was. I was enjoying myself way too much.
You bastard.
I was like, I can't believe this, that people are watching this, because it's just me just swearing and acting like a complete dickhead, but people enjoyed it. It was pretty popular. It's funny because some of the stuff that I think is going to go great doesn't, and the stuff that I sometimes do, I'm just enjoying myself. I don't care if anyone watches it. That's the stuff that people watch. There we go. I'm just like it's not perfect, and I know that growing a bunch of yucca seeds isn't great, but I mean, food's food, and we've got all these farming plots that are doing nothing. I might as well grow something.
I think it's funny that you're calling it yucca. I say, in my head, I say yucca. You're probably right.
I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Is it pronounced yucca or yucca? I don't know.
Yucca, there you go. I think it is. Unless that's the that's.
I'm sure people in the comments when I put this on YouTube will go,
yeah,
"It's yucca, you idiot."
We'll see. Yeah, let's see what the viewers say.
Well, someone corrected me in the last video. I did a review on Hellpoint, and I said that TinyBuild was the developer of Hellpoint, and one of the people correctly pointed out that it wasn't actually TinyBuild. TinyBuild's the publisher. But someone from TinyBuild emailed me and said, we'd like you to look at this, so I just assumed they were the developer. And TinyBuild has developed games when they were a smaller company, so I think it's a pretty easy mistake to make. But, no, look, they were correct. They're 100% right.
Alright, so what's your planned thoughts for tonight, then? Or for the Horde, you want to...
Well, we don't have the resources to build a base yet, so let's go find somewhere that's pretty strong. And then we'll start chopping. We'll get some trees down. We'll make some seeds. Sorry, so let's go find a strong building. The buildings here don't have the structural integrity to handle a horde. But if we can find like a high-rise building, or whoops, shit, I'm still carrying stuff. Hold up.
We did plant some trees somewhere.
We did, but they're still growing.
Alright.
Okay, I think that's everything. I brought a couple of healing supplies too, but we should be... The first horde's pretty... I shouldn't say tame, but it's definitely... Compared to some of the others. Hey, look at this old metalworks. This might do the job. Oh, it's mainly cobblestone. It's multi-story. You might want to get your gun out, though, because as I recall, there might be some dogs in here. This could work, man. It's a pretty solid building. It's going to take a fair work for them to smash through all this cobblestone. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work. I like this. Okay, let's hope there's no puppies in here, but I imagine there's always puppies in these buildings, so... They're not the cute and cuddly kind either.
Yeah, they're not my kind of puppies.
Yeah, these are not the ones you'll give a pat. It's random, we don't know, we'll see. Might have gotten lucky. No poochies. Yay!
Yay!
It's the little things in life.
It always reminds me of and if you ever watched any Crank Yankers, that was something that that comedian was involved in.
Oh, was that the South Park guys did that? Was it South Park?
Yeah, probably. I always thought I can't think of his name now. The African American comedian.
Oh, Chappelle.
Yeah, I thought Chappelle had a bit to do with that, or he guested on it a bit. I can't remember.
No, was he in Crank Yankers?
Yeah, just always remember his skit anyway. He was carrying on, and
the only thing I remember him from before his show was in Half Baked.
Okay.
Yeah, Half Baked.
Every time you say it, anyone says that, always reminds me of that. Oh, shovel.
Okay, so what we got here is a pretty defensible base. I just might go check the top floor and clear. Yeah, we've got a couple of stragglers up here. Now this is all right, man. We've got a bit of a kill zone. There's a circular set of balconies. We'll just rain down arrows on them, smash out this, and it's got a rooftop exit into the other building too. Ah, this is good, man. This is probably we could weather the horde here with almost no spikes. But we'll try and... Oh, hello. Oh, just kicked up a hornet's nest here. Here we go. Where are we good? I nearly got this clear. Then we just have to start... spiking this place out. Ah, she's right, man. It's good. So these stairs got to go. This is going to take the longest. We're going to smash these stairs down.
We've been working on the railroad.
All alone. Ah, it's a hard life surviving in the apocalypse. All I wanted to do was, sit back, eat some rabbits with my bro, and here we are smashing down some stairs.
I wonder how many people in real life actually fantasize about having the apocalypse, that they'd love to see it happen.
I'm trying to think. Again, I'm guilty of this. I'm talking about a manga I read this manga recently because what you said just reminded me of it. It's called I Am a Hero. And the reason why I liked it was the main character. He's a manga artist, and he gets stuck in the zombie apocalypse. But the catch is, he's a fat, late 30s kind of everyman. He's not a super survivor. He's not Rick Grimes. He's and it's set in Japan, so no one has guns. And basically, he's a clay shooter. He shoots clay pigeons. and he's on his way to the clay target range when the zombie apocalypse hits. So he's running around with this like a double-barrel shotgun in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, and basically that's all he can do. He doesn't have any. He's a bit of a coward. He doesn't have many survival skills. He's not really even that likable a character. He's mentally ill. He has some like delusions, and he talks to himself. But he's just so ordinary of a character. It's just something about it that just works. There's like these all the people are dying. They're all getting eaten by zombies, and he's got a shotgun, and like he just runs. He's just like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. And I'm just like, I'm thinking of like, what a sleazebag, and I'm like, 99% of people would do that. People getting their faces eaten. You are not. Your first instinct isn't going to be. Look, my first instinct made to be to go and get a weapon, but my first instinct wouldn't be to go He-Man and charge into a group of them and start cracking skulls. Most people are probably gonna freeze up, and mainly he survives by a mix of him being in the right place at the right time and just pure dumb luck. It's a really good show. Really good manga. I liked it. It's called I Am a Hero.
I might have to check that one out.
The irony being he's definitely not a hero. He's furthest from that you can get from being a hero, but it was a good manga. This is going to be Skill Incarnate's manga recommendations channel rather than gaming channel.
Now, which doorways would you like to leave? Maybe if you leave this one open here, you'd have a line of sight to it from the rooftop.
Yeah, we'll wall off all the entrances except for one, and then we'll layer that entrance with the spikes, and then kind of create I'll show you where this killing corridor is. So when you come in, there's a so you want to wall that off, and then there's this long corridor here. With these two doors, these are the two doors I want to leave intact. This one here, they're going to come in here, or maybe we'll smash that in, and we'll line all of this with spikes. And if they come up this hallway, we can shoot them down. The only problem is, oh no, this is pretty solid. I'll wall this off as well. Should be right. So we'll wall this. And then we'll spike this. You see up here, this ladder.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just break this so they won't be able to get up, but we can. See? And then you see how there's like a bit of a circular area here. We can just shoot down at them. And then even if they manage to, by some chance, manage to get up here, there's a rooftop exit where I'm standing now.
Yeah, I saw there.
And then there's another area, and that's the only other entrance. We've smashed that as well. So they won't be able to get up to us.
Alright.
Actually, there's a ladder there. I didn't see that. I'm going to break that.
The only thing I'm noticing here, this is all burnt. It's probably pretty weak, isn't it?
Yeah, but the frame of the building, the outer wall, is all cobbled. So you've got a cobble wall. If you have a look at the building, even though the inner stuff is all wood, the outer wall is all cobblestone. So they're going to have to... Structurally, this building is far stronger than a regular wood house. It'll survive. I've done hordes in this prefab before. I've done one before. There we go. There's no way up here now. Now all we have to do is spike this, and we're laughing. And we've got... I mean, it's only 9 AM, so...
So where do you want the spikes? I've been making some.
Just on the inside here.
So maybe, which doorway are we leaving open for them to come into the building?
That's
what you're thinking.
There's quite a few. Yeah, probably this one here. This one here, because I come in here, we'll spike this. So we'll seal these two. I mean, this part's going to get overrun pretty quick. And then we'll spike all along here. And then we'll be good. This part here, this wooden stuff here, this is going to break really quick, but the rest of the building's all stone. So this part of the building's all stone, so we'll be fine.
Gonna grab some cobble in case we need it. The doorways.
Oh, okay. I just did it with wood frames, but yeah, we can. The spikes are really what's gonna be more important. And this building will hold out the whole night. As long as we can keep the zombie numbers down, we'll be fine. We're doing good. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Like it is a bit of a ghost town on Twitch, and I think it just might be that maybe I'm convinced it's to do with the frequency of uploads. Because if you look at a lot of the people that do really well on Twitch, they're the people that upload. You know, they're uploading nearly daily, whereas YouTube doesn't seem to. I mean, you do need. Since I've swapped over to weekly streams, that has definitely helped. But I think most of the people who do well on Twitch are the people that are pretty much on there nearly every day. I'd like to do a daily stream, but it's whole work-life balance. I can't do it. It's too much. I'm happy with the frequency when we're doing it now. And I've got to think of you as well. You haven't got time to sit there every single day. That'd be ridiculous to ask anyone to do that. Like, I think the once a week thing works really well for us.
Must be nice to be retired, eh?
Yeah, well, I
still wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be playing games all day, even if I was. But certainly would play more.
If I had the time, I'd probably look into indie game development. I'd be making my own games. Something I've always wanted to do. Something I've got to get off my ass and do a bit more off. But we'll see. Hopefully, if I make something worth playing, maybe one day we'll test it out. But if I had unlimited time and resources, that's what I'd be doing. But it comes down to time too. Like, how much time have you got? I'm just going to go off and do a little bit of hunting because I think we're in a pretty good spot. I won't spend long though. I'm not looking to leave you stuck alone doing that all day. But
all right. You're all right, mate. No worries. We do need food.
Well, we haven't burnt through our entire food stock, but we have burnt through probably 50% of it. So I'd like to keep some in reserve if I can. I'm not going to spend the whole day hunting. I'm just going to get enough to last us a day or two. There we go. I just need to get my groove on, get my animal skill. I love my bow. I do. I can't wait to get my hands on a compound bow or crossbow. I see like a lot of the 7 Days to Die YouTubers. I've looked at a few, and none of them use bows. I'm the only one. Like most people, as soon as they get their first gun, they throw their bow away and they never use it again.
Yeah, well, it's a different kind of, thing to do. Really, well, bows. It's not like, usually people go with the shotguns, all the guns, and I like the bows more myself too. It's more of a stealthy sort of thing.
Well, I loved I like it because it really, like, ammo does not become a problem once you learn to use the bow. Because regular ass zombies you can easily take out. Like with a decent bow and a bit of patience, you can easily take them out.
Yeah, no, agreed.
And I found, like, later in the game, you will go through hundreds, especially if you do, like, some of the in-game quests. I found I could not carry enough bullets to do it. I had to use a bow. Because you're talking, I'd bring a full stack of 300 bullets, and like one infected zombie will take, one of those not infected, the radioactive zombies, they will take a full mag to the face. If you're not using a drum mag or something, they will take a full 30 rounds sometimes, and it still won't go down. Even if you're a fairly decent shot. And I found that the bow works really, really well against, even if you just spend a couple of minutes and you use a little bit of stealth and stay crouched, it's a really good way to save ammo. The good thing too is that 7 Days to Die doesn't neglect the bow. A lot of games, the bow's just a stepping stone, and once you get guns, you never use it again. One of my criticisms with survival games is that they don't really cater for people. There's no in-game bow, like a compound bow or a heavy crossbow or even a bow gun. If you've ever played any of the Metro games, there's like an actual gun that uses compressed air to fire arrows, stuff like that. I loved Metro.
Yeah,
It's one of my pet loves. I love any game that has some concept of archery and is well executed. I'll usually play it. Survival games tend to neglect that. I'm just going to gather about 100 meat. I think a stack of meat will be enough for us. That'll only take me an hour or two. An hour game time, not an hour real time.
You know what I'd love to see? I doubt that we will see it, but similar to what they've done with Project Zomboid, where they've introduced the animations, I'd love to see that in this game. Because, it's pretty bare bones what we currently have. I don't know if they're capable of doing it, but
zombie animations, you mean?
No, just all the player animations.
Yeah, they're a little bit simplistic, aren't they? It's just kind of swinging. Yeah. And even when you run, like it's not Empyrean bad, but it's.
Nah, true.
I mean, that's become my game that I pile on now, and I shouldn't. But
that's all right. You're entitled to, mate. You played enough of it.
So I love survival games, but I just that experience that you and me had just soured me. I tried to go back and play it, and then I just every time I played in my head, I just remember the hours of frustration that you and me had, and I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. There's so many other good survival games out there, and I'm just like, yeah, nah. Don't need to play it. I may come back to it one day, but probably not for a long time.
If we can spot where the plane... Oh, it's right over that way.
How close is it?
It's a while away, but I'm just going to see if I can mark it.
Yeah, mark it and we'll head that way. Well, like I said, next stream, you are in charge, sir. It's going to be a sunny stream. And no matter what, I shall march into the jaws of death, wherever you
I don't know if I want that. I'm quite comfortable just taking orders.
Yeah, but I think one of the people, and again, I get this every single stream. For the final time, Sonny and I are not related. He's not my cousin. We're friends and we hang out and we play games. Every single time I get people, and if you do want to add him on Steam as well, it's completely up to Sonny. I'm not his gatekeeper. I'm not related to him. He's not my dad. I'm pretty sure people are doing it just for jokes, because clearly you're not my dad.
That would make sense. Jokes.
It's memes. I think it's But look, now if you want to add him on Steam, guys, feel free to add him on Steam. It's up to him to accept or not. And you're welcome to say, look, I watched you guys play on stream. And you want to hang out. It really doesn't worry me in the least.
I have a very small friends list. I don't go adding lots of people be fair,
if you want to add him, you might want to qualify it with where and why you're adding him.
They'll have a hard time anyway, because there's 1,000 Sonny Jims on Steam.
Oh, really?
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah. Anyway, so
maybe because I just know your avatar.
Yeah. You'd always get those people that would want to friend you just so they could try and, those ones that want to trade you the games. They want to get a good game out of you and they give you shit. I think I talked to one once, just to see. I thought, okay, I'll give this a... And it just turned out, you just want to give me all this shit.
I'd always end up with Chinese companies like trying to add me because they're like, we noticed you have a YouTube channel and you've got X. Like it's obviously a botted thing. They just run a bot and then see if you have X amount of subscribers. They send you an automated email or they try and add you on Steam, and it's we're from X Chinese company and we want to represent you. And this isn't a scam. We're totally legit, really.
It's sadly, it's not just I know the Chinese cop a lot of flack for that kind of stuff. I suppose.
I'm sure there's others. It just seems
the Indians are just as bad. Something occurred to me recently. I should have thought of it sooner. But how often do you get the calls asking about solar panels?
Oh, every day. Yeah.
Right. Well, something I didn't realise is the vast majority of them would be scams. They're not even selling panels. They just want to get your details to, just like what the computer malware guys do.
Yeah,
so they're not for that. They wouldn't be these guys that ring up and they don't even talk properly. Like, I'm not talking about accents. They're just the way they talk from a script, and the script is terrible. There's no way they're selling solar panels. They just want to get you to deposit, give them money, and make them pretend that they're going to give you some solar panels or switch.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that fall for it.
Well, to be honest, I've known more Chinese guys that actually import solar panels, and they're flat out busy all the time. Just bringing in the solar panels, I guess, from China or whatever, because of their contacts there, and and installing and stuff, and they just run around their vans and do it all. But yeah, I don't know, just all the calls for scams. It's always the Indian ones.
Oh yeah, and so dodgy.
And they always call from a spoofed, it's a spoofed mobile number.
Now I'm going to give you some advice, and I have to preface this. If you follow this, I take no responsibility for anything that's going to happen. But here's how you get rid of it. Again, this is satirical. I haven't done this in real life, by the way. Absolutely not. I haven't done it. I haven't tested it. It works at all. So I'm not. Yeah, okay.
Whatever it is.
A tester claiming he isn't testing. That probably isn't very convincing. But anyway, what you do is you get yourself one of those air horns, right?
Yeah, you've told me.
Oh, this way. Oh, well, anyway, I'll. So when you go to the sports and there's like those air horns that go. So what you do, you go in and you ask from one, and you don't tell them what you're doing, but tell them what you're doing, if you know what I mean. And you get one that's like, you want one that actually causes hearing damage. Well, maybe not that level, but something that's going to be very uncomfortable for the person. And then when they start their script, you get in theory, I'm not telling you to do this, I'm just saying the person in theory would do this, would put it next to the phone and then release an ear-shredding amount of noise. And then in theory, if the person was to do this, they wouldn't receive calls from from these people ever again. Again, I have to stress this is completely theory, and I haven't done this, so just so I don't get in trouble.
What I worry about these days is if they have my number, and whatever else they might have been able to get from somewhere, who knows? And I'm pretty careful with my stuff, but these days you'd have to be pretty bloody talented not to leave a trail somewhere. My point is, if I did something to piss one of them off, and they're calling me from another country where the laws, there's no way I can do anything about wherever they are. I'd rather not piss them off, but at the same time, I'm pissed that they're making me have to go through the hassle of dealing with them at all. But that's all it is. It bothers me these days is you've got to be so careful who you piss off too, because information is so freely asked for and expected, and then people don't realise how quickly that can easily be moved around, sold off.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a big problem here in
absolutely.
Australia. It's a bit more than America, because Australians are just a little bit more open, and we're a little bit more. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess that's going to gradually disappear more and more the way it's going with these things. But yeah, like it's easier to scam us, I think. Somehow.
Well, we are, and generally most people. I can say this because I've worked in the industry, are not tech savvy. You'd be surprised. There's so many people that. My main customer when I was in business for myself was the elderly, because a lot of these scumbags will target elderly people, and it's an absolutely disgusting tactic, because elderly they're not going to know. If you ring up and say, it's going to cost me $1,000 to fix your computer, they don't know, and they're just going to go, well, I guess it costs $1,000, and this could be something that costs 5 minutes of my time, and maybe $5 of parts. And it's just disgusting, the markup, and it was so prevalent that it was the worst part too was I had trouble, because when you're honest, it kind of works against you as well, because people will try and screw you over. You get some idiot that I'd fix their computer, and they'd there'd be a power failure. So we used to live in a town where the power would go out all the time, and I know that you know a little bit about computer hardware. You know that when there's a sudden change in power, it can affect at least the older power supplies. Back in the 2000s, when I was younger, my work experience was replacing power supplies, so I got pretty good at it. But they would say, well, you gave me a faulty power supply. And you're like, no, well, if you go and ask your neighbours, there are probably 50 other power supplies that blew up. I know that because I'm replacing all theirs as well. But they'd refuse to pay. They'd blame you and say that you've sold them a bad product and they weren't going to pay for it. And when you're a small company, and as a business owner, I'm sure that you can relate. It's very hard. Like you can't really take them to court when it's something that's only $100 or couple of $100. It's often not worth it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I found that you're better off to work in software. Working in computer hardware, it's not. At least for me, it wasn't profitable.
No, it's a tough game. It's usually businesses that are doing that stuff. They've got a mixture of both.
Yeah, well, software and hardware.
Doing software and hardware to some degree.
Most freelancing is all web development and testing as well. Games testing is pretty contractualized now.
I often wonder how, especially people from overseas that are selling computer hardware and especially the hardware stuff that are dealing with Australians. I wonder how often they must think we're cheap asses, because we do tend to be pretty funny about that. Oh, that's expensive. Oh, that's too much,
Yeah, people are pretty cheap.
It's funny.
I'm notorious for that though. It's because I'm particular about what I want though. I'm not cheap when it comes to computer hardware, because I am particular about because I use my computer for work and YouTube and a bunch of other stuff as well. I kind of have to be.
I'm kind of middle of the road, but it's usually more. Yeah, it's usually more about my choice. I don't go out seeking the bargain basement stuff. I do look for stuff that's a bit more quality, because I've learned that it's usually better in the long run. But yeah, if I was going out hunting for saying what's your best price, and that's all I cared about, well, then it's a bit smart to be sort of carrying on like that. Yeah, anyway, it's just one of those things. I mean, because computers, as it is with computer parts, it's not like they make a fortune out of.
I'm going to head back to you, by the way. Yeah, sorry, I was hunting a bit longer than I thought, but I did get a full stack of meat. So.
Yeah, good on you. No, I've just been collecting wood.
We won't need a super big number, and I've made 50 spikes roughly. so we can drop those down. I've been while I've been hunting.
So
Oh, nice!
We've got plenty
We
of
got heaps.
supply.
We'll be right.
What I want to do though is we need to have a little we need to make another run on the roof across the rooftops. Something else. Anyway, see if I can get up there.
I've hunted the nearby area dry. There's no more animals, so we'll have to. Food might be a problem. We may have to buy some from the trader once we burn through what we've got, but I think we've got another day. I've got about a day or two worth of food. I picked up some eggs as well, so we can make some more scrambled eggs.
Oh shit, I'm starving, I just realised. Okay, better go.
Did you bring food with you?
No, well there wasn't any food, like really.
There was a full stack of food in the
in the campfire.
In the campfire.
Right.
We're only a few hundred metres from home, so just go home and grab it.
Yeah, I know, yep.
Otherwise, I've got a heap of meat in my inventory. It might be worth just.
I'm already up here. I'll make sure I get my levels up before I'll do it now before the horde comes.
Yeah, do it now. And look, if you eat through all the food, don't worry. I'm carrying plenty more. I've hunted, so just fill up, grab what you need. Don't worry. I can replace the food. We good. I hunted a shit ton of animals, so we'll be okay.
Probably should also say I love Indian people. I guess that's where a lot of the computer scams come from. And I just think it is absolutely terrible what they must do the same thing to their own countrymen, over in India. Terrible. Must be people must get really embarrassed about it.
Look, I work with a lot of Indians as well. Most of them are disgusted by it as well. They're not.
It's awful behaviour. I mean, it's not like there's not grubby Aussies out there ripping people off too. It's just the average household's more subject to.
It's a law of averages. There just tends to be more Indians doing that.
And it's really grubby. Like you said, they'll just do anything. It doesn't matter what dire straits you might be in. They just don't have any conscience at all.
I hate scams that target the elderly. That's my pet hate.
Yeah, I'm the same, mate.
And it's something that's very common and something that is that is a lot of them have gotten away with, and it's it sickens me. I used to see a lot of it, and it gives good honest people a bad name. But look, it's one of those things you live and learn. Some people going into business for yourself, it depends on the industry. I think IT, if I had my time over, I would have done software. But hindsight's a wonderful thing,
isn't it?
I'd be a games journalist. There you go.
Oh.
I joke, but I mean, even my worst. My worst job as a games journalist would probably be better than the best they've got. So.
You probably wouldn't survive, mate. The industry would probably.
I'm too honest, I think.
Kick you out, yeah.
I'd say something, or like there'd be a naughty dog, or there'd be someone that says you need to say this is good, and I like my internal compass would go, nope, not doing it, and then I'd be out of a job.
Kind of reminded me, it's been probably a year since I checked out that YouTube channel. Is it called The Quartering? Something like that? Quarter.
Yeah,
man,
the quartering. Like that.
Quartering. Yeah, he was like, I mean, it just made me think, the only way you could do your, try and be as honest as you can is if you just did your own thing, set up your own journalism channel for games or something.
Well, he made his own gaming channel, exclusively games. I think that's what you were talking about. It went. Unfortunately, it went out of business. I can't recall the actual. And again, I only know of him because he was one of the people that was talking about the issues with integrity in journalism and just dodgy stuff that's going on. But the issue he had was that there were a lot of these people getting paid gigs. They were getting basically paid to say games were good and there was no issues, and it was very, very it was very shady. And he was especially calling out the issues with The Last of Us 2 and the suspect, shall we say, scores that it was given. Oh, I wondered why I didn't have any food. I went and put my food in the drop chest. Idiot. Anyway, I've got another couple of hundred food, so I won't fire up the campfire now because.
All right, let's get these spikes down. Let's
get this done.
I'll go with your guidance a bit because you've got a bit of a plan in your head. We obviously need to lay them in such a way we're not going to be running over them while we're still moving around. Damages your armor a fair bit too. Let's have a look what my armor is. Yeah, I think I'm just going to craft some bloody... gotta get rid of this stuff.
Okay, I've got some... we've got the horde coming. Ominous music shalt begin. No, we're okay. We got a good setup. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I've got 10 meat. That'll do. Let's get these spikes down. So I'm going to say what we should do is mainly focus on the in part of the house because they are going to get in through here and we want to spike the inside. So what I suggest we do is we spike all of this. I don't have enough to do all of it, but I should be able to do most of it.
I should have, yep.
So we spike all of this because they may not come through all of here, but they will come through the inside to get us. So, oh shit, watch out. Oh, that was a stupid thing to do. Don't back up. Don't back up. Let's smash this. Sorry, mate, that was my fault.
Okay, I'm not going to jump over. Oh, well.
Okay. There we go. There we go. So we just need to spike most of this. I'm going to go and grab a little bit of wood because I just realised I have no spare... Oh, a little bit of wood, but...
Oh, hang on. I've got a bit here. Yeah, I'll drop some for you.
It's okay. Carry on. I shall be... I just figured I better grab some just in case we need to drop some frames to stand on. I picked up some more ammo too. So I've got close to 100 rounds of 9mm, but I'm going to try and hang on to that if I can. I don't want to start opening up because this is the only gun we've got. But if things start to go south, I'll start popping. I'll pull out my heat and go blow. I grabbed another 200 feathers too, so we can make more arrows if we start running low. It was a good day for hunting. 150 meat.
Yeah, that is good.
And I didn't even spend the whole day. I think I spent 4 hours and I got about 2 or 3 days worth of food. It's a good trade. And the whole time I was hunting food, I was building spikes. So I spent the morning gathering wood and then spent the afternoon while the spikes were being made hunting animals. So nice, efficient use of it.
Be a little careful when you come in.
Yeah. Oh, look, worst case scenario, I'll just frame up onto the roof. It's all good. Do what you got to do. I'm just gathering some stuff. So in terms of weapons, you got your bow and the blunderbuss. And you've got plenty of arrows. I gave you a heap. Good.
How are you? Okay, I forget where the... Okay, there we go. There's a ladder. Alright.
If you haven't already, you might want to repair all your shit too. I always forget. A lot of people are saying that some of the newer players have been saying that they like to turn off the 7-day hordes, but and look, I understand if new players want to do that. No insult to you. I think part of the desperation of that, the horde's coming, keeps pushing you. I think that adds to the dread of the game. I like it personally. I think it's it makes for a more interesting experience because you're kind of always on edge. When's the next horde? You know, I've got to keep moving. It makes the game a bit more frantic for me. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not for everyone. I understand. I'm just gonna better replant some of these trees we've been strip mining.
Yeah, I planted all the seeds I had.
That's something that a lot of people don't do. I'm guilty of this as much too. I forget to replant, and then after I run out of trees and I'm having to drive out to the middle of nowhere to cut down trees. I'm like, okay, right, I need to. There we go. Oh no, you've done a good job, man. We got. Let me spike a bit more. So we got. I'm going to drop some... we got a bit of lights. We got lights in here, but I'll drop a couple of these. Just so we can see what we're doing. I'll just chuck one up on here. Oh, damn it. Can't. There we go. I'll put one there. Yeah, we've got a light in here. We're good there. And we'll put one here. Like an idiot, I only brought 4 candles. That was dumb. I thought 4 would be heaps, but I should have brought more. We were less prepared than this, and we survived the first horde without problems. So
yeah, the first horde's usually not.
We're probably over preparing. It's probably overkill.
I actually made it harder for myself in my solo game. I turned it on to 14 days. It makes things a bit slower, but the thing is, you actually end up. Well, I ended up with a longer. I made the days longer too, so you end up with a much longer horde event. So I actually I quite like it. Get more experience, you kill more Zeds during the event, but just a bit slower. But you know, it gives you more time to go around and explore the POIs and gather. Yep.
I'm just sorry, I was just thinking out loud. I just want to make sure there's no way for them to get up via this way and use your gangway to. No, it's okay. We took the. That's okay. We took the.
Shit! I didn't bring the cobblestone back. Bloody hell!
We took out the ladder. We're good.
I just wanted to cobblestone that.
Now we probably need some lights out here too. We've only got an hour and a half, so.
I know.
They're new trees. Damn, we've only got an hour. We've kind of run out of time.
It's always the way.
You never have enough hours in the day, and you're always like, I could have done this better, I could have prepared more.
I like JC, he always looks super organised.
Well, he's always so casual. He's just like, maybe it's just his voice, but he's just like, yeah, we're going to do this today. And he just sounds like he's just like, you know, he's just chilling, and, you know, I do like that. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how he does it.
And he makes it look so easy, but and he's been talking to me about these mods for 7 Days to Die. And JC, rest assured, the only reason why I haven't done them is because I'm working on some tutorials for the game. So once I have some episodes banged out and we do our next season, I'll throw those mods on there and we'll give them a go. But it's probably a bit selfish of me, but that's the reason why. But it's coming along nice. I think I don't know if I'll be able to get them as popular and do them as I suppose as well as what I did with Project Zomboid, but I think it'll turn out okay. I think I used a similar format as I could. Okay, you got a bit of a gangway there. That's nice. That's good.
That'll do.
Yeah, it'll do the job.
We're not going to get any.
We should start on the ground floor, and try and funnel them in because we want them to come inside where we can easily take them out from the balcony. So, that's going to be good. And this won't be a waste too because this could be a backup horde base if our original base starts to falter. We can come here as a backup.
All right. So
oh shit! Didn't think of that.
Closed it up. It's all right.
That's okay. Oh, here we go. there's a roof here. This low-hanging roof. Just frame up on there. Just up here, man. It's only a couple of frames. 2 frames will get you up there. Just make sure you take them once you... Here you go. Oh, shit. Yeah, just frame up and then... Let me just... Whoop.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
It's
alright.
I thought we were each doing
You're good, you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
It's good. I think I like your little walkway there. That's going to be really good.
Well, it gives you a bit more sort of freedom to move around them, and then they kind of follow you, so it's a way to also path the zombies around a bit sometimes if you want. But anyway, it's
no, it'll be good for our first horde. I think we'll be fine. I tend to try and I don't think this will be a good horde base for later hordes because you'd like to have a bit of a clear. There's too many blind corners, but I mean for the first, this will probably even stand the second horde. I'm hoping though by day 14 we've got the supplies we need. So let's head downstairs and see if we can. Actually, I don't think we can. Can't we? We can't. We'll head here for a start and see if we can entice them. This is where the most spikes are. We'll just hop down here, or I'll do it. It's okay. There's no need for both of us to be sacrificial lambs. If I die, tell my wife and kids I love them.
I can't if I'm dead too.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Chat, please. Find my family. Tell them I was good at survival games. That's all that matters. He was a complete jerk, but he was good at survival games. I have no idea where they are. They're not falling for the bait. Oh, yes, they are. Here they come. Yep, they're breaking through the wooden part. That's okay. If you come down to where I am, there's a balcony here. We can just shoot them. Look at this. This is why I picked this area. See, we can just shoot them when they come in. There you go. They're already breaking through. They're coming. We can start firing. Fire when ready. Oh, damn chains. Should have put more spikes there. Have at you, zombies.
I didn't know they come in. Oh, well.
You need to get headshots, but I can't hit them with it.
I'm just going to watch our backs. Make sure we're good.
Yep, no worries. I got this sword. Oh, nice. Those spikes are just absolutely destroying him. When this area of the building gets too messed up, though, we might need to relocate so that this doesn't collapse. But we're connected on brick buildings, so we should be fine. Spike's doing the job. Putting in work. Getting a lot of free kills here, too. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, that was funny.
Abandoned ship. Well, not abandoned ship, but abandoned this part of the building. That's going to collapse.
What? Yeah, she's done already.
Well, no, they hit a propane tank or something, blew the corner of the building out.
Sneaky bastards.
Clever. It's usually me setting off traps, not them. We killed quite a few of them, though. We're doing good. We got this. There's not many left. I reckon they'll stop soon. Just might want to avoid this part of the building, though, because the corner of the building's gone. I don't know how structurally sound it is.
Oh, they've made their way in.
I'm on the other section of the building that's made of stone, so you might want to come over to here. I just don't want that. If that collapses, you'll get dropped down. Those idiots are going to keep hammering away at that building. You're right, that part of the building wasn't that solid, but this is the real part. This is all cobblestone, so if we stay here, the few zombies that are still alive, they won't be able to knock this down. Oh, we can stand on the gangway. Take him out. Oh, those spikes are doing the job. Nice! Because I wanted to record this because my next tutorial that I'm planning is on Blood Moon Hordes. So this is a really good stuff. So yeah, take out the ones attacking the pillar. Yeah, that other part of the base is going to collapse soon, so be careful. Underneath you, mate, you might want to. I think that's gonna go soon. Oh, it's yeah, no, maybe not. I'm shooting them through the window though. They're in the building. I can see them running around. I'm shooting them through the window. I can hear the thunk of the arrows hitting him, so it's definitely working.
Still managing to put down some spikes here.
Oh, nice! Yeah, because it's a low building, so yeah, that's good.
Just try and make sure I don't fall off.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world, there's a ladder there.
You got a ladder? Okay.
Oh, I hear a dog.
Oh, okay.
Or two.
Time to do some blasting. No? Okay. Spikes took him, I think. Oh, this work turned out really well. We're doing better than I thought. Oh, wait, look out. Here they come. That other building's played out. I think that's going to be... I didn't realise there's a propane tank. I wasn't looking. They probably... There's a fuel barrel or something went kaboom. Nice job on the spikes. I didn't know you could keep putting them down. If you got more, drop them now.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like you got to wait till they kind of despawn.
Yeah, destroy them. Yeah.
The corpses, otherwise you can't place them.
We're kicking ass, man. I'm not even using the gun. I haven't used the gun yet. Haven't needed to. Used a fair few arrows though. Doesn't matter, I picked up like 200 arrow feathers, so even if we burn through all our arrows, I can easily replace them. Oh man, I'll have to have a look at how many kills I've made. I feel like I've killed a shitload of them. Oh yeah, they just hit the inner spikes in the other building. Got reamed. They got reamed. There's a couple of stragglers. We broke the backs. We broke their backs. That's it. Oh man, we reamed them prison style. That was a thing of beauty.
Prison style. What do you know about that? Oh. Yeah, they're jumping on top of each other and making it up on the roof.
Oh, really?
Shit, I'm almost... Oh, that took me by surprise.
How the hell are they up on the roof? Oh, all shit. Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Crap. Reload. Reload. Oh, I blew him off the roof. There we go.
Trying to pop a med kit. The fat one fell off the roof somehow.
Oh, you better come over here. Get ready. Fire when you're ready. I'm shooting them, but... Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, if you can spike it, spike it. Just don't fall off the edge. When you die, you fall off there where you are screwed. Oh yes, nice headshot. Nice. Even if they get in, I line the inside with spikes. They won't get far. Well, that was a bit of a scare. I thought we might be some trouble there for a second.
Yeah, it was a weak. There was a weak spot in our.
Yeah, we should have broken where you're standing. But on the other hand, it let you drop down more spikes. So that's it.
True.
There's a couple left. A couple of stragglers. Spikes will take care of them. Bloody hell. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that was
a bit of a scare at the end.
Yeah, that's what you want.
No, this is Horde. Look, it wasn't perfect, but for a first Horde, it's as bloody good as you're going to get. We did it right. Apart from that little bit at the end, we're pretty much... I mean, if they hadn't have blown... Oh my god, yeah, this won't survive a second Horde. They blew the hole, like a giant hole out of the side of the base. But we'll have to build our next base. But that's okay. I picked up a heap... I mean, if we find if we get our hands on a cement mixer, we'll be laughing. We picked up so much cement.
Yeah, I don't hear any more. I think that's it.
Yeah, I hear a zombie going away.
Oh, one yellow bag. I haven't seen any more loot bags.
So yeah. Oh Jesus, yeah, they blew like. There's a whole section just gone out of. They just blew a whole corner of the building out.
I wish I had actually seen that properly.
I just saw a massive explosion, and I'm like, it's too early in the game for the ones that blow up.
Look at it.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's not a small hole. Yeah, they made a mess.
Landed in some spikes then.
Worked out well. Cost us was a bit of wood. That's
yeah. No, well, that was as close to perfect as you're going to get. Pro tip for new players. Oh, sorry, you okay? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Pro tip for new players: if you are playing single player and you have a 7-day Horde, don't quit the game until the end of the Horde at 4 AM. Because I found there's a defect with Horde logic. If you defeat the Horde and then quit, sometimes the Horde will respawn. Yeah,
they do. Yeah, I sometimes you might want that, but yeah, it can be a bit nasty if you don't.
You definitely... If you've just survived, though, like if you've just squeaked out... Like if we respawned the Horde now, we still might... Well, I think we'd still survive, but I mean... This building took some absolute pains. Got hit pretty hard. We're doing okay. I'm healing up. I took some hurt from the spikes, but my own spikes, not my finest hour. I guess the question is, do you want to do another day, Sonny? You happy to stick around, or happy to end it if you're feeling tired? No obligation.
Oh, we could probably do another day.
All right, let's do it. And then we'll round it out, and then next stream, think about what you want to do. You're in charge. You're the captain of the ship next stream. Sunny stream. I think this Horde base was kind of more you than me, to be fair. You did pretty well. I wondered what you would... I wondered what you were doing with this.
Those runs?
Sorry?
Because you don't ever use those sort of things. I do, because especially if I'm just trying to rejig a prefab for a Horde, for a Horde base.
No, this is bloody
because
smart.
The Horde follows you around a bit wherever you're pathing, and if you can have a couple of runs, like if you feel like they're getting a bit clogged up underneath and you can't get an angle on them, you run across to the other side of wherever you are.
I use ramps and stuff to direct them.
They work
direct
too.
the flow,
this was just a real quick and dodgy sort of thing, but
it bloody worked though. It worked really well. Because when you were running up and down here, the horde were just following you around and running into all the spikes. So I was going to just jump between the two buildings.
Yeah. Well, when I looked at it, I thought, well, to jump between the two buildings, you got to keep going. Oh shit! Yeah, you got to keep going up and around and over those. You know, just need another way across. I usually just do that. I mean, it wouldn't work on a horde later on in the game, but just having that with 3 or 4 pillars that are as strong as you can make them, which is for us the cobblestone at the moment.
We're going to incorporate this. This is great. I reckon they
banged on those. You had a bunch of them banging on these things, and they hardly look. They've only done a couple of hundred damage. It's got 1,500 strength. So
no, this is great. Yeah. The only improvement I would make is you probably want to cage this in case you get attacked by vultures. It'd be very easy to be knocked off or acid.
True.
But apart from that, this is actually I reckon we'll incorporate this, and I think this is good because
a better thing I would do normally is I would leave a couple of blocks of a gap. So you'd have to jump across, because then if you do get Zeds getting up, you've still got a way to egress back, and they can't follow you across, you know. Except spiders probably could.
Spiders can jump anyway. Spiders just jump up onto the thing. So
you're not going to have an army of them following you. There'll be 1 or 2. But yes, the Zeds, if they, like I said, like that, what just happened there with us, how they managed to sort of get up on that one block we didn't anticipate and get up on the roof. Well, then if they had have all been able to do that, they would have been able to come up and along, and they just run across that runner, and there'd be nothing to really easily stop them.
Well, this is 3 blocks, right?
So if you had an empty couple of spaces, then that solves the problem. For me, it does.
You need 1 block higher. That's the problem. This is 3 blocks high, which means that the zombies, as you saw, they could use each other as a foothold. We need to make our base. I like to make mine 5 high. And for that that reason.
Well, it's like this one. This pillar here is 4 high. 3 blocks. Once you stick down a spike, they get on top of that. Then they can actually, that's what I found. They'll even walk on top of them, and they might not die off it, and before they can get up onto the next block. So there's a bit to it, I suppose.
Let's head home. Oh, sorry, go on. I didn't interrupt you.
No, not at all.
I was just gonna drop our stuff at home, because I brought a shit ton of ammo and stuff that we ended up... I had Molotovs. I forgot we had Molotovs. We can... We didn't even use those. We have been streaming for 2.5 hours though, so are you okay to do another day? I'm good. I just don't want to keep you up all night. I'm down.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, should be. Yep.
All right, we'll do it. Yeah, I'm down. How many arrows you got left? I better grab some feathers. We'll make some more on the way.
I've got 140 odd feathers here if you want some.
Oh no, I killed like 20 chickens.
80 arrows. I'm pretty good.
Okay. Cool. No, that's all right. I burned through about 100 arrows on that horde. I got some nice XP though. That's good. You did well. I got a digging quest, so I'll share that with you, and we'll go and do that. I just figured we'll do some easy quests. How come I can't share that? Can I not share it? I can't share this quest.
No?
No, I can't share digging quests. Oh, that's stupid.
The treasure box things?
Yeah, it won't let me do it. It did this last time. I think it actually doesn't. Okay, I'm going to avoid those quests from now on. If we can't share them, there's no point us doing them. I'll go do it now. It's only a few hundred minutes. All right, well, come on.
Okay.
It'll be quicker. Now I know that we can't share those quests, so I won't do buried treasure quests anymore. There's no point. If only one of us is getting the reward, we might as well run the extra distance and do the other quest, because then at least we're both getting something out of it. The other reason why I did it was because we need clay. I'm low on clay, and because we have to dig this up anyway, we might as well go and do it. These quests are nice and easy too. The 2 of us, we would dig it up in no time. Oh, that was good, man. I I was planning on doing a tutorial on horde bases and Blood Moon hordes, and I'm like, I guess we'd need to get some footage of us doing like a horde, but that was, I thought the first horde would be pretty boring and we wouldn't get any good footage, but that turned out really well. Oh, nice! This is a small area; it'll be easy. We'll get this banged out real quick. I need to go grab some food though. I grabbed an absolute ton of food, but I didn't cook any of it. So I've got, I'm hungry. I've got a little bit of meat. I've got five pieces left, so we'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know when the circle changes, because I'm obviously not seeing it.
No, you're right. You're in the right area, just in this rough area. I knew you wouldn't be able to see it, so I chose the exact centre to dig at to make it easy for you.
I don't think these things are based on proximity. I think it's just if you just keep on digging after you've dug enough blocks, then it still updates. That's what I've found. So
Yeah,
it's not like you necessarily have to get really close to the thing at all. It's just if you keep digging, and as long as it's within the circle, after you've dug enough blocks, it'll update the circle again.
It does feel like dumb luck sometimes. But we are very low on clay. I fed it all to the forge, and I can't make any farming plots, so...
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. You need like 100, don't you, for each
100 for one plot. And we've got farming plots already. I just figured, since we've already got some, I wanted to make an early start on it. And I mean, we're always struggling for food, so... No, not so much now. I think because I got on the hunting really early, that helped. These quests are a bit boring, but sometimes these buried treasure quests give you large amounts of food.
That's right,
like heaps of... I've found treasure quests too that give you seeds, and more importantly, the recipes. Because we've got potatoes, we've got carrots... Oh, it's not carrots, I'm thinking zomboid. We've got potatoes, we've got corn. I just need the recipes to be able to turn them into seeds. We'll see how we go. If we're not getting anywhere, I'll expend points into it, but I'd rather not, because it's a pretty easy... It's a pretty easy thing to get. Like, seeds are pretty common. We've got a bunch of yucca growing, so you might be stuck eating cactus for a while, but, you know, whatever keeps us going.
Nothing like a good fresh bit of cactus, eh?
I watched Bear Grylls eating cactus, didn't, Oh, there we go, I just got the ding. We're getting there. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it just has to do with how much you've dug in the area. This doesn't seem to be directional. At least it doesn't feel like it to me. Oh, my stamina, it's killing me.
Mate, you've got to put a couple of points into sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, no,
Huge difference.
No. Jesse Ventura will be very upset with me. Not enough people have watched Predator. I was it was funny because like when we were playing with Doomslayer, I'd keep making these 80s movies references, and you'd look at me like I'd grown a second hand. I think it was an age thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You kind of had to live in that era. Like my dad used to say that, like, you know, how the hell don't you get this joke? Oh, I found it. Do you want to maybe jump out and just going to set off the... Sorry, yeah, make yourself a safe way out. Alright, I'm going to set it off. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay. Mushroom recipe. A little bit of food. Nothing really to write home about, just some canned food, but considering I'm starving, I might smash a couple of them down. So keep an eye out for mushrooms, because I can grow mushrooms now. Need mushroom seeds.
You're the mushroom man.
Magic mushrooms would be like Super Mario Brothers. And one thing that JC said too is mushrooms don't need a growing plot. So we can literally just plant them on anything. Wood, unless they've changed it. Apparently they will literally grow anywhere. So I'm just going to cover every square inch of the house in mushrooms. With a mushroom house. They don't give you a lot of hunger, but just because you can grow them, there's no limit on how many you can grow. You can just grow hundreds of them. Alright, let's go and give this trader what they're after. Oh, how are you off for food, by the way? I don't want to smash down this food if you're...
I ate that stack of meat. I'm 70 out of... I'm alright.
Many thanks.
So now we'll just cook up some more meat.
Very resourceful. Here's your pay.
I'll let you do that.
Okay. Clear zombies. The closest one is a kilometre away. That's not too bad.
Would you kindly... Oh, thank you very much. I will make it...
I should be able to pick up one too.
Actually, yeah, pick one up.
Anything you like?
Shotgun Messiah.
325 meters. Oh, that's buried supplies. We don't really want that, do we?
Nah.
Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed.
Everything else is really far away, so I won't bother.
Bloody hell. Oh, eggs. How much does he want for that? Oh, that's not too bad. 270 for eggs. Hang on for now. If we get low and desperate, I'll buy some, but...
It's a big difference once you can get away from the eggs and bacon. Once you can make the hobo stew, it's great, isn't it?
I found a crossbow.
Oh, nice.
And it's only 400. Oh, should I get it? It would make hunting really easy. Oh, it's only one. No, it's alright.
Well, there's always Shamway up the road. You can try.
Mate, if it helps you.
Yeah, no, we've got... You're right. Now's not the time to be cheap. Bugger it.
Bugger it. There you go. Good Aussie saying.
Obliged, stranger.
Bugger it.
Okay. Got a crossbow. So what I'll do is I will... give you my old bow. I'll give you my arrows as well, because I need to make some bolts. Nice. Now this is going to do some damage. Okay, I got some medical kits out of that as well, so if you need medical kits, help yourself. I got painkillers, so I'm good.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of painkillers too. Feathers, where do you want to store the feathers?
Actually, how many you got? I need some. I've got
a whole stack plus another half a stack, so...
can I have them? Because I need to make crossbow bolts for this new toy of mine. What level's your bow, by the way? I've got a level 3 bow.
It's a level 3 primitive.
Oh, okay. That's all I've got.
Yeah, they're in that second one, I think.
Okay. Oh, yep, beautiful. Right, this thing is going to make hunting really simple. It's basically I don't have a rifle, so this is probably as close as I'm going to get. Okay, damn, we're really low on food. Cooked food, anyway, not food. Oh, there's bacon and eggs. Alright. You ready for the next quest?
Alright. Where are you putting the candles? I'll shove them in here somewhere.
Yeah, just chuck them in there for now. I think that's it.
Man, the hinges on these boxes need some oil, don't
they? They're a little loud.
Bloody hell. Especially when you've got both of us going on it.
Yeah, all you can hear is... Sounds like a squeaky bed. People get the wrong idea.
It's just your dirty mind, mate.
Oh, I know. Scumbag. Alright. So we're a kilometre out. We should be able to get this done before end of day. Oh shit, there's a chicken sitting in the house.
So I'm looking for the shared quest, am I?
Chicken. Hold up. Let me...
If we can share this one.
Well, that's why I didn't, Yeah, you can. So you can't share buried treasure quests. There's no point doing it. Alrighty, let's go. This is gonna be so easy now. I always struggle with hunting. I mean, I've gotten really good with the bow, but some of the animals that are a lot faster, like the chickens, it just takes a lot longer. This is just gonna be, as soon as I see an animal, bang, I can just take him out. It's just gonna make hunting a bit faster. It also does a pretty decent job taking zombies on too. It's not as fast as the bow, but it makes given we don't have a rifle at the moment, this is as close as we get to one. But I want to try and find a decent weapon for you.
Yeah, I'm doing alright. I just get a better club or a.
If you think you'd do better with a crossbow, you can have a crossbow.
Well, my perks are all basically in strength. So it's more about shotgun and clubs. Yeah.
I've been stockpiling shells. We've got once we find a shotgun, you won't be short of ammo. Look at this. It's the same location as our previous quest. We're going in the same direction, because I know that because we passed the same POIs and there's no animals here because I killed them all. Oh no, there's some.
This one's a bit away. Yeah. I'm missing the bicycles we had from the previous season.
Oh, yeah, no, we need to get to those as soon as we can. Don't stress too much, we're doing okay. Oh, that was so much easier, I just nailed a chicken in one shot. Food is definitely going to be a lot easier to come by now. We've got this baby. Because the irony was, I could have spent nearly $300 on eggs, but for the extra $100, I got a weapon that can let me hunt as much meat as I need. So I think it was a better investment.
Yeah, I think there's no point really buying the food unless you're just absolutely desperate, like we were in that first.
Oh, it's quite expensive.
It is.
Oh, this is so much easier. Not even trying now. The only problem with the bolts is I found that they break. The stone ones break a lot. You don't get them back. Not a big deal because they're so cheap. And of all ammo, ranged ammo in the game, arrows are by far the cheapest.
Looks like we got the airdrop there. I'll let you take it so you can record it on your stream. But it's right in our path.
Alright, I'll come see you. Just a sec. I'm just there's a chicken here that needs to be sent into the next world. Damn things stay still. Oh, I'm getting food. I'm not even trying now with this thing. I love it. Love the crossbow. Once I get a scope on this thing, I'm laughing. I don't know if there's a difference with the stronger crossbows having less drop. I know the compound bows have more drop than the crossbow, but they're a lot faster firing. Crossbows have very, very little drop.
Yeah, they just take a while to reload.
Yeah, but generally, if you're fighting at a distance, damn it, I know. I'm sorry, I don't want to waste your time.
Wasting your time, mate. It's all good. Oh, there's a recipe for a compound bow. Did you say you've already got it?
No. That's the bow I like.
It's a recipe for one anyway. So, and a bit of ammo there. So.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'll grab it out. Sorry.
Peek it. Oh, a little bit of an upgrade there for the primitive bow. 3 shotgun shells and a few 7.62. But yeah, the main thing you'll probably love there is that compound bow schematic. That's a nice find.
They're cheap and easy to make. I think all you need is a bit of plastic and the bow parts are the hardest, so we just need to keep an eye out for bow parts.
Well, you can just deconstruct other bows you find.
Yeah, well, I don't want to deconstruct this crossbow until I'm sure I don't know how much it deconstructs into, but that might be worth it. We'll just like keep an eye out for other bows and rip them apart. I don't want to waste too much time hunting animals. So we'll keep moving. We're just wasting time. Well, I grabbed. There was just a couple of chickens on the way that I was just running through anyway, so I'll hit them up.
Yeah, that's something when you're talking about the bug there with the horde. It's something I discovered too by accident with all these quests. Is if you start the quest and then you don't get time to finish it and you exit the game, when you come back, the
Starts
quest
again.
is
it
starts again, but it's still sitting there with the status of whatever you cleaned up before, so you can go and still loot everything and then reset it and loot it again. It's a bit of a silly.
Well, it's just time, really. You got to.
Yeah, I'll drop this schematic for you, I suppose, if you want.
Less stuff for you to carry around. So.
Yes, that's true.
Let's see what it takes to build. Oh, it's cheap. Is it spring, which you can easily get? Spring, plastic, leather, and bow parts. That's it.
Bow parts, okay.
The bow parts will be the hardest to do. The rest is simple. So just keep an eye out for crappy bows and rip them apart. Easy done. Oh, it's good, man. Compound bow's my weapon of choice. Crossbow's good, but the compound bow solves the problem of the slow fire rate. The compound bow is it's less useful at range, but only problem is that this crossbow is actually not that useful in the stand-up fight. It's quite weak. It's more of a hunting tool for small animals.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, there we go. Critical hit does the job. Primitive bow's probably better as a combat weapon, but I mean it's already paid for itself. I gathered about 30-40 meat. Oh, found a gun safe.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I might need your help to crack him open, though.
Alright.
Yeah, this is going to take a bit of work. I don't think it's worth it, though. If the two of us hammer away at this thing, we'll get it open. And these big safes will often have at least gun parts in them. There we go. Ripping through this thing. You're doing this by yourself, you'd be here all day, but the two of us would be okay. I'll tell you what, if we open this thing, you get nothing but crap, I'm going to be pretty pissed. Generally, these are better, though. The small safes sometimes just have ammo in them. These big safes have at least parts.
It's random. I often get crap from all of them, so it just depends on the roll of the dice, I guess, and your level. It's suppose if you put the points into that, the better loot.
Just letting my stamina come back. There we go.
Yeah, you're right. My stamina's not even going down from these kinds of things because of the...
Oh, because you strength perks. Yeah, I need to put some points into archery.
Yeah.
Archery and rifles, I think, is going to be my thing. I'll leave the shotguns and SMGs and stuff. I don't mind SMGs, but I'll probably go for the big stuff. I prefer sniper rifles.
What's funny is you can put the silencers on the sawn-off shotguns.
Yeah, I really don't see the point of that. I don't think it'd do very much. Interesting to see. I haven't done an experiment to see how much the silencers on I know for the 9mm weapons they do well.
Yeah.
You're not going to like this.
Garbage.
Blunderbuss.
Oh, God.
FML. Damn it.
Jeez. That's just fair.
I did. Oh, damn it. I've got both of these recipes. Here, read these, mate. Goldenrod tea and yucca. We both got those at home, so it'd be good to read.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, that looks awful. I put red dye on my crossbow. Look at it. It's like the most fluoro crossbow ever.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Oh, now you say it, I'm keeping it that way. You hurt my feelings. Right. My precious crossbow. I'm triggered.
God, you sounded like a bit of someone who gets triggered too easily. I won't say any more.
You're oppressing me.
Oh God.
Sorry, I tried to say it with a straight face. I failed. Taste the justice of my fluoro crossbow.
You're up in the attic, I presume?
No, I'm not still on the bottom floor. There's a library section with all these bookcases. I'm just going through them.
Oh, nice. Nice, that's what you want.
I found another safe. Don't know if I want it. Nah, we might as well. It'll be the one time I don't crack it open and there'll be a gun inside.
Come on.
Now we've got a horde on the way. I can hear him outside.
Oh, it's gone all... Hang on. Oh, it's only not many. Sonny, I'll take care of him.
I'll keep cracking away at this safe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what we'll see how we go. I've been thinking about just streaming on YouTube for a while, but given we don't really get that many people on here, I don't think Twitch is the right platform for it, at least at the moment. It might just be easier to stream on YouTube. I don't know. People think I'm stubborn. I'm big on alt tech. I don't like being dependent on a platform. So I tried to give it as good a go as I can.
Well, the thing is, I suppose if Twitch isn't working for you, for getting people to turn up, then there isn't really much point using it, because if you did stream on YouTube, it's not like you'd then want to put it on Twitch, because you said there's hardly anyone watching it afterwards. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like there's really any pluses to it if it's... You have been giving it a go since sort of, what, November or December?
Yeah, it was late last year.
But who knows? I mean, it's one of those things.
I'll give it a bit longer, but and if it was kind of everything, if when I put it up on YouTube nobody watched it there either and it was a complete wash, then I'd be like, okay, right, you and me, we'll just play games and don't worry about it. But people seem to enjoy it on YouTube. I think it's a platform thing. It's an audience thing. Oh, here, while you're here, grab this. put this in your stone axe. It gives you a 15% bonus on iron. Help you crack open doors easier.
Oh, jeez, thanks, mate. Yep, that's what I was sort of...
I'm assuming you don't want the scrap iron stuff, so I'm scrapping it, all the scrap iron armor.
Yeah, no. It does sell for quite a bit at the trader, I know, but it depends on whether you've got the space to carry
100 coins. I said caps, I was thinking of Fallout. But you know what I mean. I was looking at some Fallout. Like, I haven't played the latest Fallout yet. But Fallout 4. I haven't played 76 either, but it's one of those post-apocalyptic games. I played the very first Fallout, the isometric one, back in...
Gotcha, yeah,
back in the day.
On first two, but I enjoyed 3 onwards, until I haven't bothered with 76. You
should play New Vegas. New Vegas is brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I did all of that, all the DLCs. I almost think I 100%ed it. I love Fallout New Vegas.
It was so good too, and like it was.
Well, that was Obsidian.
Obsidian. They everything they touched generally is pretty good. And going by, and look, people say 4 is shit. I haven't played enough yet to say categorically whether it's. I like it. I think it's all right.
It's hard. It's hard to sort of say. Like, you say it's shit. Well, look, the story is weird and unsatisfying, because the whole thing is all about you finding your boy, and then it turns out no sooner you've found out that you need to go find your boy, then you realise the game really doesn't care. It doesn't even really care about you going and finding your boy urgently. It's like you can just wander off and...
Well, I think all open world games are like that, though. To be fair,
but it's the way that it's done, though. It's done in a way that's rather striking for its, nonsense. Really, the way they've done it. So it was kind of like poor. I don't know what you call it, but anyway, I mean, I don't know. I suppose some people thought that, the way the combat goes and everything. But I thought a lot of the other storytelling was good. Just the main storyline was a bit. Yeah, but anyway, still Fallout games. I love Fallout games. What'd you find? Anything interesting?
Just an armor pocket mod.
Just garbage. Yeah.
Stone axe and some plastic, and maybe a couple of crossbow bolts. That's it. Nothing really. I found a pistol part. And some cat food. Yay!
Sounds so excited. Come on,
cat food. Mainly crap.
Get excited.
Cat food! No, it's not the bucket. It's not the holy bucket. Get excited about the bucket. It's a bucket! It's a bucket!
Remember Big Kev? I'm excited.
Oh, yes, I remember Big Kev.
Big Kev.
I'm going to kick this off. Yeah, Big Kev, he was like the most... And it was weird because he was just like, it was such a mundane... His job was so mundane, he'd just be like... He really sold it. He reminds me... Remember that guy that sold the... He went to jail. He killed someone. ShamWow, yeah. ShamWow. That dude, that was so weird. He was like, and it was out of character for him, because he had this really. He was similar. He reminded me of Big Kev. He was kind of like always happy and upbeat, and then they just like, yeah, he killed someone.
Yeah, I didn't even know about him till I was living over in the States, and he was in Florida, I think.
Well, I didn't hear about it until the court case, because they were like...
It was a bit strange. Yeah.
I can understand why, it's probably not something you want to... You want people knowing about. Do you need water? I got some filtered water, by the way.
I've got a couple of bottles myself, I think, from the last...
Okay.
Before you reactivated it, yeah, from that water bottle.
No stress.
I'm encumbered again, as usual.
I need to make you some armor pocket mods too. I think we didn't have the resources for it, but after my last hunting trip, we should be able to make some. That'll stop you from always being encumbered all the time. Oh, nice! I can make a shotgun turret.
I want to change your crossbow to black. There's a black.
Actually, that might be a good idea, because this is hideous. I'm not finding very much good stuff in here. I found a bunch of recipes, but they're all kind of like passive, crappy ones. Still haven't found you a shotgun yet. I'm a bit low-key pissed about that.
Alright.
Still, we're second
I'm alright.
Second week, still waiting to get a shotgun. I should have given you my pistol, actually. Now I've got a crossbow in there. How are you off the food, by the way? I'm picking up a little bit of food.
70 out of 110. I'm alright at the moment.
Right, I might eat these up then. I'm a bit hungry.
Oh, wrenches, finally. Finally. Do you got a wrench?
No, I don't.
Alright.
Nice. Well, I finally filled up on food. That's a good thing about doing these missions too, is it often you won't find enough for a surplus, but you'll find enough canned food to just keep you from being hungry. Now, let's get this safe cracked open. See if we can get this. Cross our fingers we find something that's worthwhile. Give me a gun.
Like
at least some bow guns. Yeah, ting, 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 ting.
I like it when it's an alternating, yeah, ting, 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 ting.
Feels like we're smelting, man. You don't, it's a shame you don't get any metal out of this. You should be able to get some scrap metal from busting this thing. Damn it. Stamina. Ooh, gunpowder. Nice. Well, at least I think we're going to be stuck with the blunderbusses for a while longer.
Yeah, but there's the black ink thing there on your feet.
Okay, let's fix this. Let's fix this bow so it doesn't look hideous. Ah, much better. Let's make something else. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put it on my club because I mean that's probably going to be red anyway. Yeah, that's okay. That looks better on the club. I think it's just to do with the texture. It just didn't look good. God damn it, there better be something beautiful in here. I'm gonna be low-key pissed off.
What's low-key pissed off?
I'm gonna be less pissed off than I was when we found out that for the 8 hours of preparing of Imperium went up in smoke.
Okay.
Maybe I'm gonna rip on that game until I'm an old man.
I still haven't uninstalled it. I can't. I'm getting close.
I did.
I
did after my ship. I told you what happened to my ship. It just disappeared into the ether, and I was like Imperium, and that was it. I was done.
After all that time spent, it's like, oh god, if I uninstall it, I'll lose
it's like a kick in the nuts.
Yeah, I doubt I can't see myself ever going back to it after everything that happened. It sort of spoiled it.
Yeah, just I felt it really did. It felt like it was it was just that last kick in the nuts that put me over the edge. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done. Had enough. I saw one of the YouTubers I watch occasionally, Cage848. He's been playing Imperium and he's been loving it. And I watched a bit of it, but I think it's because he's not doing any of the quests. He's just like mining and doing. And he is playing it single player, so I guess there's that. Oh, nice! I can make flaming arrows. Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, they're really good for weaker enemies. Right, so we just got to take a couple out upstairs. And we're good. No, I'm sorry, man. We didn't end up getting anything good.
Yeah, that's
Little
how
upset,
you
huh?
should be. It's all your fault, mate.
Oh, I know. Not even. Well, next week I get to blame you if everything goes wrong. My evil master plan. Next week, if anything fails, I can blame it on Sonny. You'll have to have a think about what you want to do. And I'll have to practice shutting up and not trying to not trying to take over.
I don't think it'll work. I can't see it happening.
Well, I did take a back seat in this stream, and I'm like, we'll let you run because most of the base design you did for that last one, and to be fair, it worked almost flawlessly. So, if not for that little hiccup at the end, it would have been the perfect defense. Oh, wire tool and some repair kits. Nice, I can finally repair my gun.
I think we've already got a wire tool, so I don't think they degrade either.
Let's have a look in here. Oh, here's a big sledgehammer, though.
Edge.
There you go. There's a sledge in there.
Where's the
It's
sledge?
a level 3.
I'm sick of some of this shit.
Please be at least some bow parts.
There's a wrench there in the other box.
Okay.
Something
Cool.
I don't know if you know, but something I realised is that if you can use the wrench on the destroyed workbenches and stuff and chemical stations, you actually get iron ingots out of it.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get some every single time you deconstruct one of those. Yeah, the destroyed benches and stuff. I didn't know till I came across it. I'm sure JC knows about it, but
JC knows everything.
But it's a great way to get quick,
he's our
easy.
oracle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's iron, not steel. Yeah, it's iron. Yeah,
I finally got a wrench. That's good. Well, that means you can start gathering
Where's
parts.
the second safe? Isn't there a second safe?
It's random. It was behind a painting. I smashed every painting in the house. I didn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it. I think we're done. Oh, here, take this. I found this inside.
It's also the same with those workbenches, you know, like whether they're destroyed or actually ones you can use. Okay.
It gives you stamina. Oh, okay. Well, I'll drink this coffee and then... Well, I just figured it'd get us home quicker, that's all.
Yeah, no. Good on you. Well,
if there's any water on the way, I'll fill up our water bottles too.
Oh, look at the vision. God, there's only one beer. Must have been bloody strong beer.
Well, remember, it's probably not American beer. Because if you had American beer, and again, I love my US audiences.
Well, there's some good American beer, but you're probably thinking of stuff like
Heineken.
Budweiser. Budweiser's pretty, yeah, but they got some good stuff. Samuel Adams and they got a really good.
I can't take Samuel Adams seriously anymore after that Dave Chappelle skit. Do you see that?
No,
I have a Samuel Jackson. A shark ate me, mother.
It's good beer though. I've had it. It's nice.
Samuel Jackson beer. Yes, they deserve that. Sorry.
If you find yourself in an American bar or an airport bar or something like that, and serve an American beer, always get yourself a Samuel Adams over a Budweiser. That's my advice.
Okay.
Won't be disappointed. No. It's not like fantastic beer, but it's certainly a nice. It's comparable to our stuff. I was surprised too. Yeah.
I haven't had it. When we were over in the States, my family, I think I've said this, some of my family live over there. We brought over some beer because my mum's dad, he's fond of a bit of beer. We brought Australian beer over, and we were having this American beer. Now, at the time, I was only 18, but of course, when you live in the country, you probably had a drink well before then. But I had the beer, and look, I'm not big on. I don't drink. I socially drink. I'll have a scotch or two when I'm, on Friday night when I'm unwinding and playing a game. But in this case, it was like the beer was just so weak. It was like kind of just drinking like fizzy water, and I'm not a big fan of VBs, but my dad brought over a case of VBs, gave it to my mum's dad, and he's pissed, like I mean shit-faced pissed, like couldn't stand up pissed. I'm not big, even I can have a few of those before I get drunk. So the alcohol content of American beer, the standard American beer, is like a quarter of what the Australian beer is. I'm sure there's other beer. I'm not trying to pay out that particular brand.
Beer. Yeah, it depends on the beer, but yeah, mostly what I found. I mean, I didn't drink all of them. They got a lot of beers, but things like Miller, Budweiser, and look, even the Heineken, which is European, I just don't find them very. They seem to be a very mild sort of beer, they're not strong on flavour in my opinion. So yeah, I like a nice strong tasty sort of beer myself. I'm not necessarily big on Guinness, but I could drink it, no, I just like a good tasty lager or something.
Have you done brewery? I don't know if they have them where you live, but brewery tours where you go in and tour the brewery and they give you a couple of drinks. Have you done those before?
I don't know if I've ever done it for a beer brewery. I've done some for wines. It's not my normal cup of tea kind of thing.
I'm not a big drinker, but we had a brewery tour that we went on because the new brewery opened in town. I'm like, oh, we'll go and do that. Anyway, my boss at the time, he knows I'm not a big drinker. He's like, I can't remember. We delivered some product and it was worth it. Like it was a big project and we made the company an absolute ton of money. And anyway, we delivered it on time, under budget. Everyone was happy. So we're like, all right, we're going to go to the brewery. And we went on this tour and he gets out this, I think it was called like it was called Death or something. Death or Murder or some sort of beer. And it was like 14% alcohol or something. And it was like, I was absolutely paralytic. I couldn't even stand up straight after that. It was a good beer. And he knew it, and I had to go back to work. And I'm like, all I remember is staring at my desk for the rest of the day, going, how the hell are we going to get anything done? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I can't get in trouble because he put the beer in front of me. So.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Oh, 209mm bullets. Yes, thank you. Oh, damn it. So I just have now nearly 400 9mm bullets from one quest. That was a good.
I've got a funny quest reward. Choose one: improve fittings mod or improve fittings mod.
Oh, the choice!
And it's like, the improved fittings mod's like the watered down muffled mod, whatever the hell they.
It's not. I don't use it. It's not that useful.
They're not much good. Plus, not the muffled. There's another one, yeah, plus 2% mobility, but you can only put it on, I think, heavy armor anyway. Might as well sell it to him. Waste of time.
Oh, I love that. I've now got 400 bullets for the pistol. I was carrying 80. We're close to 400 now. That was the most profitable quest we've ever done in the early game. Oh, I'm strapped now. I've got heaps of ammo.
He's excited.
I'm excited. We got
big skill.
We got guns. We got guns all up in here.
Big skill. All up in here. What's?
That sounded too American, didn't it? Way too American.
All up in here. That's funny. Crack me up for some reason.
I'm going to make a chest to sell. A chest of stuff that we want to sell off. We done all right, man. We got
Hey.
I've got a bunch of... Oh, I've got a ton more eggs, so I can make... I got a lot of eggs while I was out hunting, so we can make more bacon and eggs. Looking good. Looking good. Well, when we do end up getting you a gun, we've got... I got close to 100 shotgun shells and I've got a scope. I can't mount the scope on my crossbow for some reason. I think because it's an 8x scope. I'm just going to run out and grab some more wood before it's nightfall. Seeing as it's still daytime, we've done pretty well. It's another really good stream, mate. We got some really good footage. I'm going to try and work on the tutorial. I've got a couple of tutorials I'm working on for the game. So hopefully people will stay tuned. Those videos take a very long time to do, but they're probably the most popular and the most helpful for people. So that was my ulterior motive for doing this, man. I wanted to get some footage, but no, it turned out good. I'm happy with the way it turned out. We've been really organised. I mean, this is how I wanted to play the game, but it's just I think we just need a bit more practice. And I'm sure JC will be all up in the comments after this, because he watches through all of these, and he always leaves some great comments. And after every stream, I can see us getting a little bit better each time. So we do listen to what you say, and we do take you. In fact, it's probably evident because we get better after each stream. So his advice is definitely helpful.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If he hadn't mentioned killing the boar in the base at the bottom of the base, we probably would have ended up getting overrun. Plus, it netted us a nice surplus of food, so we're looking good.
Speaking of which, you need to cook me up some meat.
There's probably about 200 meat there, so we can just
I just char it.
No, don't char it. I can grill it.
And grill it.
Eat the grilled stuff that's in the chest. I'll make a bunch more. I'm just since it's 9 o'clock, I thought we've got a bit of time before daytime. I'll just smash down some more wood.
Smash down some more wood.
We've done all right.
No grilled meat. I don't want to eat the eggs and bacon.
All right. Are you going to starve though? Because if you are,
I'll eat one. No, it's all right. It's all right. I'll eat one egg and bacon because I need to heal a bit anyway.
Okay. No, don't do that. That's what it's there for. Eventually we'll. I think there's about another 10 or so eggs in the chest, so I'll just make some more.
All good, mate. All good. Don't they? Oh, you're not near the. Where are you? Yeah, did you hear Trader Joel do his little announcement then?
No, I didn't.
Or have you ever noticed it though? But when he does the closing time, and when they're open, do you reckon he's using one of those sort of copper? Is it like a copper mic? Have you ever seen them? They're actually a special.
Oh, like the old school. But
they're a particular radios. Kind. I don't know what the name of them are, but they're a microphone. I think they're made out of copper, or something like that, or brass. And they're that's what gives them this unique sound. That's what it sounds like he's using there. Unless it's some kind
it feels like he's using a 19th century, like one of those old.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like that. It's like a loudspeaker microphone sort of thing. Like if you're going to make an announcement through a loudspeaker. Yeah, but they have that sort of scratchy sound to them and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I grew up in a country town, so they didn't exactly have state of the art equipment.
We didn't have that. We didn't have
When I was a kid.
When I was a boy. That's how it goes, isn't it?
I'm sounding super old.
Dum, dum. I guarantee you're not super old, mate. So stop trying to make yourself super old.
Oh, trust me, I'm not. I don't think anyone wants to be super old. I haven't got my fake hip yet. Couple more
It
years.
actually sounds like a young person's phrase, super old. To be honest.
But maybe I just have a vernacular that's that doesn't match my real age.
So bump my mic, yeah.
There we go. I was just hoovering up most of the plants we've got sitting out the front. I've got the seeds for these, so I can start breaking them down to increase the farm.
Oh, we've done
Probably
well.
should jump inside though. There we go. Well, I mean, pretty happy with that. We had a good run. Oh, I hear wolves.
Yeah, I just heard one too.
I want to go out and kill him, but I don't think it's worth the risk. Unless we can ping him from the roof. I might be able to.
I can find. Where is he? Is he inside? I can hear him.
I reckon he is. I could shoot him with a pistol, but that's just going to bring more zombies.
He's attacking the side of the west side of the house somewhere.
I can't see the bastard. Unless he's gotten into the basement.
Oh. Yeah, because there's a hole there in the wall.
Yeah, he's in the house. I can hear him. Oh shit! There he is.
Shit.
Cop this, you bastard! Oh, he took a whole mag! That son of a bitch!
I was going to shoot me blunderbuss.
He took a whole magazine to the face. That's one of those big wolves, the dire wolves too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 26 meat. I'll have that.
+9.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they give a shit ton of food. They generally attack in packs. How the hell did he get in?
There's I saw downstairs. There's a two. They only need 1 block, but there's a 2-block eye hole. Probably from zombies bashing at it. Oh man, this darkness, eh?
Yeah, we need to put some door
Can't wait till we can find a helmet light mod. That'll be good.
We got a little bit of light in here. Oh, nice. Well, the yucca's growing. Everything's growing. Goldenrod. Oh, got another pumpkin. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to keep us fed, but
he's a very proud little apocalyptic gardener. That's for sure.
I love me some farming.
Yeah. No, it is good when you.
It's not gonna feed us, as in it's not going to completely replace our need for food. But this little garden is it'll provide. I mean, it's providing a nice steady flow of medical plants. I mean, nothing super special, but it's doing the trick. Alright, I'm gonna grill some of this meat up. Actually, I'm thinking we might want to end it because it's been as much as I don't want to, it's probably we've been going over 3 hours and it's probably close to midnight where we are. Let's call it because I think it's pretty quiet at the moment. And next, it doesn't matter.
That's JC's trick. You told me.
No, fair enough. It's my fault for not locking it, but let's for not unlocking it. Let's call it here. I'm really happy with the progress we made. I think we did really well. We got some great footage, and hopefully, when the people who do watch this on YouTube see it, then they might find some useful info. Thanks as always for joining me, Sonny.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
For those who watch to the end, I don't think I'll be able to stream next week, but we're thinking about changing the day. Not many people watch on Twitch, so it probably won't affect anyone. But just in the event you are watching the replay, we'll probably figure out either an alternate time or we'll skip on. We'll figure something out during the week, and I'll put an update up on the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully you'll join us next time we play some more 7 Days to Die.